I hope this is working. I'm gonna be putting music on for like the first time, so I don't know how janky this is gonna be. Oh, this is what I'm working on, by the way. I've been working on this for a good bit. I have a bunch of other chibis on this file that I also want to do once I finish this one. This one's very close to being finished. I'm always really frustrated with like shading bow ties though. So I will be figuring out that bottom one on the tail right there, and they'll probably be modifying the ears a bit. It's Burn Castell from Umineko. I love Umineko so much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna be asleep by then. Sorry. I'm eventually thinking of like when I move houses, I will be I will probably be streaming more frequently. I've been a bit busy. So yeah, I'm gonna put on music and hopefully that works. And hopefully I'm just crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers, but hopefully I don't get like copyright struck or anything. It's not like I make money from this, but I don't know if a strike would happen or what. But this is supposedly royalty free. So I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna Can you guys hear that? This is a first for me. Anyways. I might also like adjust it, and then I might turn it down a little bit for myself. And then I'll turn it up for you guys on the Twitch interface. Not Twitch interface. Sorry, OBS. What am I thinking? Hopefully that works. Let me know if that works. If that's too loud, I can adjust it. It's my first time doing this, so... I haven't had an art stream in a while, to be honest. I'm gonna move this microphone too, so that you're not... Sorry, that you're not, like, hearing me, like, breathe too much. So anyways, this is what I'm working on. I hope you guys are going on. Could be slightly louder for us, yeah. Alright. There we go. How are we doing with that? Now, if my VTuber shrimps a little bit this time, I'm sorry. I'm gonna see next time with a Vinyan if... Oh, good evening. Good evening to you too. I'm glad to see somebody else is gonna be drawing while I'm drawing. I hope that that's a good volume. Yeah. So yeah, what was I saying? Next time I stream, I'm going to probably see if I can lock the position my VTuber is in somehow. And we'll see, we'll kind of see what I can do with that. But for now I'm gonna be shrimping a bit. I'll be at weird angles like that, and then my neck might be breaking a bit. Also, the Clip Studio window, I notice. Actually, it fits all right. I don't mind the black bar. Very cozy selection too. Thank you. I found it earlier and I really liked it. It goes for an hour and then I can kind of loop it. I think I really liked it. Hopefully it really is royalty free and does not get me struck or anything. There's only one way of knowing. So, but yeah, this is what I've been working on. I've definitely been struggling with how to shade hair for a really long time, but I think I've finally figured out something that I like that matches the rest of my style pretty much. Again, this is like, I know I'm like kind of shoved into the corner weird, but again, I have to look down at my tablet. So I'm gonna have to like pull up references too, probably. I could probably have Pinterest or whatever in the other window. The thing is with Pinterest too, that's been getting me kind of annoyed, is that they will like take down pretty much anything. And if you're not careful, they'll delete your account. They haven't done that to me yet, but I've had friends had that happen. It seems like almost every time I log into Pinterest, like they take a post down. or put it back up. There's this one post in particular that has been really annoying me that I wish I just never saved, because they have been repeatedly, like, taking it down and then putting it back up. Like, almost every day for the past, like, 4 days. And I'm not sure why. I heard that they have, like, this weird, newer AI moderator, and that's probably why this is happening. I don't know why they haven't done something about that yet, because it clearly does not work. One of the posts that I had saved as a reference, it was for, like, a pose, and it was genuinely, like, this girl fully clothed, long sleeves, you know, full on, you know, wearing a dress and everything, and she's, like, handing a present to the camera, and that was flagged for nudity. So Pinterest is genuinely something else. Wow, are there any Pinterest alternatives? Not that I know of. If there are any other artists in chat that might know something else, I would love to hear an alternative, because it's been kind of annoying me lately. But if not, I will continue to use this, I guess, until presumably I am banned. Because they seem to really like banning people for nothing, pretty much. I'm getting out a reference right now, on Pinterest, speaking of. Oh, somebody said hello. Hello! Nice to see you here again. Hope you've been doing well. Let me see. I have so many folders. I have so many folders full of references that if I do get banned, it'll hurt a little bit. Because I spent a lot of time saving all this stuff. I might put it, like, on a thumb drive or something eventually, like, all these like reference images, and, like, have them in little folders organized. Anyways, I'm gonna look at my shading references for this little ribbon here. Hello! It's nice to see everybody here. I'm trying to find a good ribbon reference too. Let's see. I'm not showing Pinterest on screen, by the way, because I don't know what YouTube would even think about some of the stuff on here. But I found a good ribbon reference to use just now. Oh, it detected my ad blocker. I'm gonna have to refresh it. There we go. It's a little difficult sometimes with that, so forgive me for that. There we go. There we go, I got my reference up now. But yeah, I got this one done, I just gotta get the other one done. The Virgin Pinterest user versus the Chad search engine image searcher and downloader. I mean, fair enough. I used to be the latter option on that one, but I kind of have been using Pinterest a lot lately for references. I'm gonna have to maybe snatch a color from here, and then just kind of go with it. I hope you guys like the music selection. Now, what layer was this on again? I don't want to do anything before oh yeah, I maybe want this to be on the same layer as the other one. They're both little ribbons. People have said Cosmo is a good alternative, but in my opinion, it's too clean and not the same as Pinterest, and it also has a limit for how many boards you can do. That's nuts. I didn't think you could be, like, worse than Pinterest in that regard. That's a little much, limiting people's boards. I have so many different boards for stuff. I have it, like, organized. I have it, like, incredibly organized. I could never. I might erase some of the line art on this soon. I've been kind of erasing line art as I go. Also, most Pinterest alternatives have a limit, unfortunately. That's crazy. I wonder why. I really hope somebody out there can make something that's a bit better than what we have. Because I don't think I would want to use anything like that. That's a bit much. I just found Cosmos and I was about to say the limit sucks. Because paywall. Yeah, why would I do that? Is it like a subscription too, or is it like a one-time thing? Even still, I think even if it was like a one-time thing, that's a bit overkill. I don't know why you would do that. It's like, do they run ads? Do they make money off of ads? If they're making money off of ads, why would they need to do something like that, you know? You'd think the ad money. And I hate to be a downer, of course, you know, if people like it, then that's cool for them. It's just, you know, if they're making ad money already, you'd think they'd be fine. But who knows? A subscription. Wow, that's horrible. I hate that. I make it a point to not get subscriptions. I think that they're ridiculous. Oh yeah, I do have it above the liner layer, so I won't have to do too much erasing, actually. $8 a month? Oh, sorry, I'm like merging into the bottom. Maybe I should like look at my Vignon settings and see if I can freeze myself. Let's see. I'm gonna look up something real quick so that we don't have to deal with this issue. How to lock your... I'm learning as I go, you know? Because ouch, I was like sinking into the screen. Lock your model's position. So it says navigate to the settings menu by clicking on the person and gear icon. Tracking effects, movement configuration. Alright, that... Yeah, I know, that's what I was doing, that's what I was worried about. So I'm gonna go into my Vignon right now, I'm in it right now. And I'm going to see what I can do with that. So it says tracking effects. And then I have to disable it somehow. I'm like trying to lock it at the moment. It says movement configuration. I'm gonna see if I could do that this stream, so I'm sorry if it's like a little janky. I really like Vignon overall, it's just kind of confusing to use sometimes. Hey, I didn't know this, but apparently there's like an arm sway option. I wonder what that does. Oh! Look at that, it looks like I'm swimming. Look at me! Do we like the arm sway? It looks a little weird, but I kinda like it. It's that little more... I didn't even know that it had that. I didn't even know that it had that, to be honest with you. That's... Huh. I don't know how to feel about that. Cosmos subscription gives you advanced AI okay, that's a no. That's a no. I hate when that stuff... Listen, like in certain contexts, I mean, not all AI is generative, right? But I really hate when AI is just used as a marketing buzzword. It is like basically saying, yeah, hi, we're a garbage company. That's what it broadcasts to me. So no, I will not be using that. So if I do... what do I do with this? How do I lock myself in place? Ah, there we go. I think I figured out what's going on. We'll lower the head tilt range. Oh, that keeps my head still. I figured it out. I figured it out. I think I did it. We'll get rid of the rotation range. So if I bend down... That's perfect! I figured it out. I figured it out. I can stay still now while I'm drawing. I did it. I think I'm gonna keep it like this too, because whenever I, like, move slightly, it looks janky. Okay, let me go down. Oh, look at my arm, dude. We just had an arm reveal because of the arm thing. That is so weird. That is so weird. I'm gonna change, like, the, See how that's a bit better when I'm, like, kind of looking down? I'm not, like, necessarily, like, fully sinking. That's wild because they advertise on TikTok that they're a better alternative to Pinterest and being anti-AI. I guess it depends on the context of which they're using it. Like, if it's generative, that's what most people are worried about. Me, personally, I think they're just using a buzzword to market their stuff, and I don't like that. That doesn't sound very good to me. I don't like when people just use AI as a buzzword to market stuff. Maintain hip position. Whoa! That did that for some reason. Look at me freak out. I'm, like, adjusting my V and stuff while I'm doing this. I don't know if I like the arm thing, by the way. I think I'm gonna turn off the arm thing. Because it looks like I'm swimming. It looks like I'm swimming. Look at me messing with stuff. We're gonna do nod range. Alright, there we go. I think that'll be a bit better. It's just the other thing that I'm a little worried about. The other thing that I'm worried about now is, like, when I bend down, right, it takes me all the way down here. And I'm not sure how to fully, like, lock that. Sorry about that. I just want to make it better for the art stream. Is that a bit better? For now? Is it a bit better for now? I don't know. I think it is. I think it's kind of an improvement. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't really know how to lock the main motion, like you see when I get up and down. It's not really detailed about that, and I'm not sure why. I can even like, should work Strix. Thank you. I'll just do that for now, honestly. I'm looking at the reference too, by the way. So I'm working on this bow, and I hope I don't mess it up, because I had to, like, try a couple times on shading this one here. It took me a couple tries for it to not look kind of buns to me, you know? So far, I like the music that I picked. I hope it doesn't, like, put anybody to sleep, though. That's what I'm a little worried about. Well, then again, if people Oh, I think that's the guy. That's the dude on his bike that passes by my house. Sorry. I guess he's doing that again. To each his own. Eventually I'm gonna be moving my PC so that you don't have to worry about window noises, and I have like my my mini split instead of like having to cut the AC off. Alright, let's see. So I'm just about I think I know what to do with this. But I hope everybody's, I guess, weekend already, wow, so far, is doing alright. I plan on... It's hilarious that I just got an email notification from Cosmos just now. Wow! They're trying to get you back. They're trying to bring you back. Oh, I used the wrong blue. I am so goofy. Let's see. It's this blue. The other one's the darker blue. Actually, you know, the darker one looks better in this circumstance just because the light is coming from here. I take forever to draw if you guys haven't, like, if it's for somebody else, I finish it, like, immediately, but if it's for me personally, I take forever to do it. I don't know if this... Actually, yeah. I think it kind of looks good that way. I'll have to add this to the other bow, because it would look better with the other bow, too. I didn't do this for the other one. Gotta make it look consistent. I like these highlights, actually. They're really saving it. I don't know why I did it... I didn't do it for the other one before. I really like this. I really like how it looks so far. Anyways. The way that I blend stuff is a lot different now. I don't really use airbrush as much. I usually generally, like if I'm not using the gradient tool, I will do this. Like I will lower the opacity of the pen, if you see my arrow right there. And then I will just blend it like this. I found it in like a art tutorial video a while back. I think it was Blue Biscuits that had that advice. They're a really good artist. Their advice was really helpful when it came to finally making stuff that looked more painterly, I would say. My stuff isn't like full-on painterly, but you know what I mean. It's like I got like a weird mishmash of stuff going on, because I guess that's just kind of how I prefer it. And I'm gonna try to keep this simple because, I mean, look how small it is compared to the rest of the drawing. It already looks pretty neat. So I'm not gonna waste too much time on it as much as I want to. I have to get out of the habit of doing that. If there's one piece of advice that a lot of art YouTubers, and I'm sorry that I'm syncing again, if there's one piece of advice that a lot of art YouTubers give that's really good, it's that you probably shouldn't be zooming in too much, but just this once I am, just as a little treat. If you get me. And I plan on doing more drawing streams if this works, but I gotta really stop myself from syncing. I don't know how to do that. I'll even Google that again, just real quick. I'm just checking it out real quick. I could also modify my position here For oneself, puts more work, judgment, etc. For someone else, I suppose it varies from artist to artist, but I generally believe peeps just want to get it out for him. Yeah, exactly. You know you're locked in when your VTuber sinks. Yeah, I know. I hate it. I feel like an Oblivion NPC, and I'm trying so hard to figure out how to fix it. I've done what you know, I found on Google. Let's see. If I do expressive tilt, what is that? Oh, is that? So if I look down, right? Oh, wait, but I'm still sinking. I don't know why it does that still. I'm gonna do this. And then maybe get rid of the tilt multiplier. Does that keep me there now? Oh, it might be keeping me there. Okay, let's see. Lift multiplier, we're gonna turn that down. No, that does nothing. Stinks instead of sinks. Oh no, I don't stink. Don't call me stinky. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that still. I did everything that should fix that. I'm not sure. Okay, so maybe expressive body tilt doesn't really do anything about that. Let's see. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna fix the settings on that, and then maybe I'll lift myself up with my little gizmo. It calls it a gizmo, I'm telling you. It's weird. So let's see. We're gonna do just one more thing. I'm gonna go to miscellaneous. And I'm gonna lift myself up. You're gonna see this weird arrow thing. You see this arrow? This is my arrow. And then I can make myself go higher. We're higher now. Look at, whoa! Anyways, this is me. Oh, do you want to see my legs? These are my legs. What, do you think I was just a torso? Look at these kicks, dude. Look at these kicks. I worked so hard. No, I'm just kidding. The person that modeled me worked so hard to make those. But I love it. This is the body reveal. Body reveal. Ooh. You can't argue with the shoes. You can't argue with the shoes. Hey, you thought I was just a torso. I'm not. I'm a full person. Alright, now I can do this comfortably. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna get rid of this arrow that's impaling me. If I can do that. Those kicks are bound to knock anyone else in a single kick for life. Yeah! I love my shoes. Yeah, this is a lot better. I have to go really down now for me to not be seen. Like, this is me, like, hiding behind my desk. VTuber buddies, gee, thank you. I don't know if it would, if I ever did Twitch, I think it would get me banned off Twitch, though, because they don't like you showing any skin. Even though I'm, like, literally made of, like DS graphics. But, whatever, you know. But yeah, I think that'll be a good band-aid solution for now. I really gotta figure out how to freeze my torso on that thing, because there's gotta be a feature for that. The other thing, too, that I have to give credit to the Vignon people for is that I haven't updated it in a while, and I need to update it, but I'm just scared of breaking everything. I have not updated Vignon in a bit, but if you're ever looking into being, like, a 3D VTuber, Vignon is the way to go. It's more expressive than some of the other options out there. I really like it, personally. But that's just me. There are other options, but that are easier, you know what I mean? I think there was, like, VC face, which I tried a little bit of. I tried a little bit of VC face, and I liked it, but you get more customizability on Vignon. It's just the disadvantages, again, because of that, it's a little harder. It's a little harder of a learning curve, but once you get it, it's nice. But if you're not feeling like dealing with all that, then I would recommend VC Face. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe like erase these to have something at the end, but I have to highlight, I think, multiple layers here. So the line art I would do, and then I also want to do the block thing. Oh, I have to do it on multiple layers. Twitch be like, you showed too many bits banned. Exactly. They hate VTubers. Like, they let people, like, be straight up naked on Twitch, but if you're a VTuber, you don't get that, you don't get that same courtesy. They really hate VTubers for some reason. And it's like not even, like, nasty VTubers. It's, like, people who, like, maybe, like, have a model with, like, some leg shown. You know what I mean? It's very, like... they're very over the top, oddly, with that kind of stuff, from what I hear. I've heard rumors, I've heard stories. Alright, we're gonna see. There's like a little blue speck and I don't know what layer it's on. So now I have to have a heart attack looking for wherever this blue speck is. And this is the tie layer. Oh, okay, well I can clean that up at least. I think that's a line art spec at this point. There we go. My art style is very, like, demanding, unfortunately. I'm, like, going between layers all the time, and guess what? I don't name my layers. Well, I mean, some of these are named. Some of the really important ones are named. But a lot of these other ones, I didn't even bother, so I'm screaming at myself for that right now. It's okay though, I found them. And that's what matters. I think I want this one along this one, and then a little bit less dark blue on that, because I gotta make this feel like it's actually darker over here. It doesn't look like it's dark over there. Let me see. Is it consistent? Not really. I gotta get rid of a lot of this dark stuff right here. It does not look good. That's a lot better. That looks like there's more light now coming from this side. I'm still kind of working on that, because I know generally where my lighting is coming from. It's just, you know, evening out the shading on both sides is something oddly weird for me. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't like what I just did. I'm gonna keep it like that. And then this is kind of weird and funny. So I'm gonna kind of make it more clear that this is like a little loop thingy over here. There we go. That looks a bit better. It wouldn't be dark over here. I just realized it would not. It would not. That's not how light works. Oh, I'm sinking again. I am sinking again. I don't know how that happened again. I might have to move myself up even more, but it's not really the problem of me. Ah, it's doing it again. I don't know why. Maybe, let me try something. Alright. I think I know what to do. This is gonna be really weird. I am blocking my camera. I have this little thing that I can use to block my camera so it can't see me. But I noticed that I can get into a certain position. And then like and then like I could just like like the camera has a cover. It has a cover that comes with it. So I put the cover over my camera. It can't see me or what I'm doing, but my VTuber model will stay still. And I'm just gonna use that. I'm just gonna use that until I can figure out what the hell to do with Vignon, because it is not clear. It is not clear what I need to do with that at all for that to be fixed. So my camera cannot see me right now, but you can, and that's all that matters. We brush past the technical difficulties and we worry about them later. Because the answers that I was getting on Google were not we're not the greatest either, unfortunately. So that's how we're gonna be doing things. Just for a little bit. If this is what I have to do for drawing streams, then I will do it. If anybody is able to do a Google search better than me, let me know what I should try doing, because it's annoying to have to deal with that. I did get this bow tie then done, or well, ribbon. It's not a bow tie. What am I saying? I did get this ribbon done though. I wanna fix this one now though, because it's not as shiny as the other one, and I want it to be shiny. There we go. That's shiny. That's shiny. We'll do this one here. How did I have it on the other one? Yeah, I think I got the gist of this one. We were just syncing so much. Does the software you use have an online manual? I know that there's a lot of tutorials, like video tutorials, but that wouldn't help me right now. I don't know if it has an online manual. I could double check the software at some point and see. The other thing too is I know that they have like a Discord server for support. So if it really becomes like a problem, like I think after the stream, after the stream, I could go in there and ask like, hey, how do I lock the torso? How do I lock the torso of my model? Because even for just regular streams, like not just drawing streams, I'm annoyed by the torso moving around so much and me syncing if I have to do something. I would like for it to just stay still. Alright, we're gonna do hands. We're gonna do hands now. And I think after that, this chibi will finally be done and we can move on to the next one. Unless I want to do the cat ears. Let me like lasso this. It'd be easier to just lasso it. I like the lasso tool. Now we gotta shape these hands. Let me look at a hand reference too while I'm at it. I always use references, like always. I yearn for the day that I don't have to use them. A lot of different colors when it comes to skin. Like, skin has so many different colors within it. Let's see. Oops. The light is mostly actually coming from here. Also, I'll get this hand too, why not? We'll do 2 birds, 1 stone. Oops. A little bad with the lasso tool, I'm sorry. Other people have like a blast using it, I know. I'm not the best lasso tool user. I'm gonna get this chunk of everything real quick and then just add on to it instead of just doing it all in one go. That's how I do it generally. Instead of having to keep trying to trace the hand over and over. There we go. Got both of them now. Let's see. So we got... I probably want something a bit lighter. So let's grab like the lighter. Do this. That'll do its job, I think. Do this first. Then down to the wrist, pretty much. How does that color look? Let's try. That would be pretty good. That's not how they go. Some stuff takes me a couple tries. Unfortunately. Let's see, so we got fingers right there. It's a little bit of a weird hand because it's a chibi hand, so that's why I have so much trouble. But I think I got it. How does that look from a distance? Because I'm not going to nitpick too much. Could be better, could be better. That one's too big. Pretty much. I want it a bit smaller. Very weird chibi hand. With a regular hand, I'd have like an actual easier time, but this is like fantasy anatomy. So I'm very goofy when it comes to that stuff. That kind of looks buns. That kind of looks buns. I actually kind of liked how it looked before. A little bit more. Oops. Undid too far. Make it a little darker. We'll put a little bit between the fingers for now, and we'll see what I have to modify from a distance. That I don't like. That... it's getting there. This has to be darker now. Could probably... I had like these weird references that were kind of like these skin blocks, and I might have to bust them back out because skin colors I always kind of pick from something. Yeah, that's not the color that I'm going for. It might have to go down and then a little more blue, because it would be more blue. The hands are going to give me so much trouble. Yeah, that's... I think that would be the right kind of blue. I'm going to kind of gradually build it up too. A lot of colors in skin, like I said. A lot of colors in skin. That's a bit much. A little too dark. We're gonna bring it back to that a bit. I would rather... How does that look? If I unselect it? A little bit better. I think it just looks weird because the other fingers aren't shaded just yet. Let's see. So now we want probably like a little bit of... This would actually be a good color to put in it too. I think a little bit of red here would be okay. I just kind of want like a variety of like different colors in the hand. I'm just kind of winging it too, to be honest with you guys. Hopefully it turns out alright. If not, you know, you can always do another attempt at these. But I noticed that there's a lot of blues and reds when it comes to hands when I'm looking at these references. Had to reset stream. YouTube's been giving me issues today with the video part streaming. Freezing. Sorry, streaming. What am I saying? Freezing, but the audio part continuing. Oh, that's nuts. That's nuts. I guess YouTube's broken today. Has anybody else been having that issue? We're gonna start with the fingers because it's gonna bother me otherwise. Sorry that YouTube's been giving you issues today. Especially with all they're implementing, you'd think they'd be trying a little harder to make it a bit more stable. this would have more, just have more light on it, and then these would be darker. These are like chibi hands again, so it's like a little confusing doing these. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Then we go for darker colors, maybe. I think that's starting to look like a hand. I think it's getting there. Let's see, let's zoom out. A little too solid with these colors, but once you get the gradient, I think it'll be fine. Let's see, let's unselect them and see what's up. Not the worst. Could be better. Probably some darker stuff. It's definitely on the right track. Yeah. Not me, granted, I'm kinda in and out with the video itself, as I'm also working on a project of my own. Yeah, no problem. Love that. Love that we're all drawing together. There are a couple other artists in this chat, and I'm wondering if they're drawing too. They're kind of drawing along. I might get out the skin cubes again, because figuring out the skin on my own is like a little dubious with this specific, but then again, I really should practice doing the skin on my own. We'll figure it out, I'm gonna keep it simple though, because it's just a chibi, but some of the stuff has to be a bit darker. I used this shade of blue earlier, and I'm gonna probably put a little bit of blue on these thingies. I forget what they're called. These things between your fingers. I wonder, a little bit of a vein. I wonder if the veins would look creepy on a chibi. Do a little. They kind of do. They kind of look creepy. Doesn't look right on a chibi. Then again, I might also not be drawing them the best, but I just wanted a general idea, and the general idea is no veins on the chibi hand. No veins on the chibi hand. She has been deveined like a shrimp. Just how we like them. Alright, are we actually starting to look like a hand? Needs to be darker. Needs to be darker. Not that dark, though. Looks like bad. Alright, let's see. Maybe this. Maybe this shade. We'll see. General idea, general idea. If not, I undo it. And no. Not liking that color. Trying to figure this out. I also need to fix a couple things. Precious porcelain doll anyhow. Yeah. I mean, the hands aren't really the focus, so I shouldn't be too worried. Let me, like, get this actual... Oh, that's the issue. That's the issue. That's the issue right there, actually. I can't obviously do all that, but this one and this one. I'm winging it, you know, as I go. That one looks better when I do that, but maybe not to that degree. Maybe like that, more so. What goofy music. Hi Strix, lost my job? Let's go! Oh no! Happy unemployed! I'm sorry to hear that. Dang, I hope you get another job soon. That's nuts. Oops, I didn't like... Ah, I didn't lock it. I didn't lock it to that. I'm gonna put it... Well, I don't need to lock it. I could just color in the lines. I'm lazy. Does that look hand enough? Meh. It could look more hand, but it's a chibi hand, so I'm not really inclined to care fully. Plus I'm gonna adjust that. I really am gonna adjust that. So I'm gonna take the shading layer. I'm gonna have that still selected. I'm gonna take that line art layer. I hate changing stuff in post to such a degree. I hope to find a better job in a better country. I don't know where you are, but I hope you can find somewhere that works better for you. That finger needs to be fixed. Let's see, what does it look like if I do this? Yeah, kind of funny. I'll fix it though. I will fix it if it's the last thing that I do. There we go. That in, and then this bottom part out more. That was the issue, I'm pretty sure. Because that looked off. And we're probably going to do the flip test at some point. Oh boy, is it in select layer, or sorry, not select layer, layer lock. It must be in layer lock, right? Does that look bad? Still needs fixing. I'm gonna be fighting with this stupid shit all day. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let's distort it again. I will figure this out no matter what. It's that bottom part. It really is that bottom part. If I rotated this a little, I will fiddle with this until I get it right. Because that is weird. Now it just looks off. Now maybe it was fine before. Maybe I'm hallucinating. I think it was fine before. Maybe. I think I just need to shave off the side, actually. Because it's the side that's the issue. It's not the... What if I did that? I know it doesn't look good right now. It's like a general idea. If I did that... Yeah, that may be it. Yeah, I think that might be it with that. I'm gonna erase the line art part. If it lets me, I'm gonna erase the line art. This music is gonna make me tired. I'm scared. But it's good copyright-free music. Or royalty-free, whatever. I don't care. I'm drawing, and that's all that matters. I kinda wanna, like, take this, make it a bit more blue, add a bit of the blue to it. No, that's too purple. I want it blue. You don't understand. A tiny... I mean... I don't want her to look bruised. We'll take this color, make it darker. Make it darker, maybe. A little rounder, maybe. Oops. Then I'm gonna make the fingers a bit darker down here, because that's what makes the most sense, I think. Looks like there's light kind of on them now. Again, I think it really needs to be darker with the skin color. For the shadows, I mean. I'm not very specific with stuff, I know. Meh, doesn't look right once I do that. I think I like that more. Then this hand is just like not done at all. We'll do it though. This one's kind of behind stuff, so it could be darker. I gotta keep it simple. I mean, it's just a chibi. I gotta stop really hyper-focusing on things, or else I'm gonna get nowhere. A little red there. How's that looking? Better. I don't think that needs to be the most detailed thing in the world. I just think maybe a little light on the fingers, and then we'll do something else. Just right there. That would help. That helps a bit. A little less. I think I'm happy with these hands. I don't think I need them giga detailed. Like, I don't think I need them giga detailed. The only thing that I might do, if it looks good, because I don't want them too complex or anything, I might add a little bit of, like, signs of, like, a joint there. But that's it. I mean, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I'm not gonna do hyper detailed hands on a chibi. I'm thinking too. Skin's generally kind of shiny. So, figuring out where to put the shinies. Yeah, I think that's good. I think the only thing now that I would kind of modify is the cat ears. Because the cat ears could maybe use something. Like a little light source here. If I could do that. Let's see, we got the cat ears. We got the cat ear layer right here. Yeah, see how they used to look before? That's nuts, right? I put a lot of work into the cat and the hair when I did the cat ears layer. I just stopped caring. I definitely want a good light source though. Too much. Too much. I'm gonna walk off the layer and just kind of... How does that look if I do that? I have to blend it a bit more, but... Oops, my bad. Something's messy with the layers, I think. Let me try this instead. I'm gonna make a new... No, because cat ears is the top layer, so I'm wondering why it's turning out that way. Not really sure. Alright, did it. Wow, this music sounds royalty free as hell. Ew, there's like weird pouring noises in it. Thank you for that. I liked some of this stuff before a lot more, but it's still decent enough. I'm very picky with stuff. Hey, to anybody who does like royalty-free music stuff, could you tell people to stop adding pouring noises and stuff? It's freaking me out. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to my ears. Again, it still does the job. It's not like, you know, it makes the dead air not as painful, you know, if I'm like locked into something. So it had to be done. It's a necessary evil. It did it again. Stop using the pouring noise. Hating life right now. Just kidding. I'm fine. Alright, so I think, yeah, I keep nitpicking my drawing, but I'm going to try finishing this soon. I don't think there's too much more I need to do. I just kind of shaded the tail a bit more. And then the other thing too is I'm going to put a bit more texture on the tail, so it actually looks like it has fur on it. I don't know, because tails usually are pretty consistent. They don't usually have too much coming off of them, but I just kind of want to do it. Just kind of want to do it. I think it looks better with that. Imagine if I added little like stripes to it, like some cats have. What if I do that? What if I had little stripes? Oh my gosh, I like the stripes. I like the little stripes. I think the little stripes were a good idea. Dude, I like the stripes. I'm gonna add stripes to the ears and see how that looks. Let's see, I need to be careful with this. I need to lower the opacity more. Because maybe only the tail will have stripes, but I want to see. I want to see if the ear will look good with the stripes. Like, just minor stripes. I kind of like that, if it's really subtle. I don't know, you guys might not like it. I kind of like the stripes. Needs to be higher opacity for the other ear because it's darker. No, that's too high opacity. We want it subtle. A little lower opacity here because it's darker. Very subtle, but I kind of like it. I think I would make these like higher opacity though, these particular ones, so that they match a bit better. Because they'd be more in focus. Maybe not. Maybe keep those subtle. That one could be darker. Maybe. Better that subtle. Pouring is the audio watermark, lol. Yeah. Wow, that was a depressing first chat message to read. I'm sorry. Things happen in people's lives sometimes. Laugh my ass off, they probably think, oh, lo-fi beats have white noise, let's add pouring noises. It's like, yeah, that's just what I want to listen to, right? Somebody peeing in my royalty-free music. That's not something that I appreciate very much. Alright, so I think she's done. Well, there is something, again, I keep saying this, there is something that I want to add. I want to see if this works. I want to see if this idea that I had works before I forget. Okay, they got the funny piano. This looks ugly so far, but listen, I'm gonna try doing like cat-shaped. If I could do it. Now I can't draw cat ears all of a sudden, even though I just drew those too. I could adjust the shape of the head. I can always adjust it. Oh, that looks like buns. That looks like buns. I kind of want to draw cat ear shaped blushes. I want to see if that's like a clever idea or just a bad idea. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see. I can make it blurry. Let's see, let's do select. Maybe I'd take this layer, duplicate it, and then do blur on. We'll do this one because it lets you determine what you're doing. Would that work? Let's just hope we don't hear a splash. Oh no! We gotta watermark our music. How do we do it? Musician goes to the bathroom with the mic. Yeah. Imagine, laugh my ass off, imagine the pouring noises was the producer tag and you look, you look over to see the name of the artist and their name is Little Big Piss String. That's what, if I ever start making music, I wanna be called that, please. Please just call me that. I'm gonna see if I can pull this off. If not, I'm deleting this whole layer. If not, let me see. We're gonna... Oh, I can't blur it until I let go of it. Alright, we're gonna do... Oh, that looks like buns. We're not doing cat blushes. Wait. The way that I did it is ugly as hell. Let's try like the cute little pink unrealistic ones. No, that wouldn't work. It's not working. She's fine the way she is. Sorry for my dumb ideas session. Also, this needs more light on it. Damn it. I'm never gonna be free of this drawing. There we go. We're just gonna put this on there. And leave it at that. Oh my gosh, I just said that and then I just noticed something. There we go! We're done! We're finally done with it. She's done. Burn Castell from Umineko is done. Oh wait, why did it bring that back? Get out of here! Oh my gosh. She's done. We're gonna like lock her folder if I can. Yeah, we're locking her folder. There we go. Nothing can be changed. She's done. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Now I'm gonna do this one. I think Etna from Disgaea. Actually, no, I'll let you guys pick. Cause I have a few options. So I have Etna from Disgaea right here. This one that I made. I colored them all, by the way. And then I have Satoko from Higurashi. I made her like look like a little gremlin. And then the third option is I got Teito. So it's up to you guys. What do you guys think I should do first? Should I do Teito first? Should I do Satoko first? Or should I do Etna? I'll let you guys decide. I'm gonna fix the whites of Etna's eyes. Because I just realized that she's missing those. Well, while I'm doing that... Okay, people are saying Teto. Alright, I'm gonna fix her eyes real quick. That is, like, gray. I'm gonna fix her eyes real quick, and then we'll work on Teto. I just realized that she didn't have the whites to her eyes, and I was like, oh no, that looks kind of butt. All right, so we got Etna with eye whites now. We're gonna do Tato. I like the little gremlin thing. Etna takes my vote. We'll be doing Etna next. We'll be doing Etna next. Then we'll do Tato first, and then Etna next. I don't know if I'll be getting to Etna on this stream, but I will be streaming, doing these chibis, I think, from now on, because nothing is too broken when I do this. Again, the only thing that I would need to fix for these streams is that I gotta fix my Vignon settings. Oops. That was on accident. I had a Windows moment. But yeah, Tato first. I cry. It's okay. We'll get to Etna. Let's see. So for Tato, you're probably wondering, why is Tato so pale? I actually grabbed the skin color, the lightest, not really the lightest, the lighter kind of like the you know, the base kind of shade from the Tato drawing. Tato is surprisingly very pale. Let's see. I'm just happy to be involved, lol. Hey, you know, I'm happy that you're involved. We'll be looking forward to seeing both worked on and finished nevertheless. Yeah, I think my intentions with these, by the way, is because I opened my VGen not too long ago, and I do have, like, standard illustration commissions, like character illustration commissions with a lot of options, but I think what I want to do with these in particular is I want to make a category just for these chibis and just have a fixed price for them just to make stuff easier, you know what I mean? So, sorry. So I just wanted to show her again as an example. Like, that would be, like, this would be the finished result that I would probably sell at a fixed price, and I would see if people want those. Pretty much. I'm gonna get the skin blocks. You're gonna see what the skin blocks are. Oh my gosh. Clip Studio, stop doing that with the window. Stop doing that with the window. Alright, let's see. So, you're gonna see what the skin blocks are. I think real artists know what I'm talking about. We're gonna bust out the skin blocks reference. Skin cube. And it's the specific, you don't want the one specific, you don't want the one other popular skin blocks image, you want the skin blocks image. Let's see. Where's my skin blocks? Got 'em. Behold. You're gonna see them, because I'm gonna create new from clipboard. Behold the skin blocks. They are here for you always. They are reliable. Reliable. Love these guys. So let's see, what matches Tato's skin the most? Probably this skin block. We'll see. She might actually be super pale. Let's splotch it over and we'll see. Oh yeah, she is pale. She is like incredibly pale. There might be other reference images where it is that pale. I'll heal the skin cubes. Now, let's get the other set of skin cubes because she's so damn pale. Because this one doesn't even account for how pale she is. We're going to be copying that image. And we're going to be opening from the clipboard. This is how pale she is. This is about how pale she is this first block right here. Oh yeah, that's close enough. I can just modify it a little. That's basically the skin color that's about the same. She is way too pale. She is way too pale for this one. We'll keep this one for other people. But she is way too pale for anything else. She doesn't go out in the sun. That's her issue. Tato does not go out in the sun. We're also gonna get the Tato reference image. Are you ready? We got the Tato reference image now. See what I mean? Okay, I literally snatched this skin color. I literally snatched the skin color from here. See? It's like an exact copy. And I was like, damn, like I didn't realize. It's because she's got all the blush and everything that you kind of realize that she's not dead. But yeah, we'll be doing that. Alright, so now that I just messed around a lot, I think I'm either gonna do the hair first or the skin. I think I should do the skin first, because the skin's always the tough part for me. Get the tough part out of the way, do the fun stuff. The hair is also kind of a tough part too. Oh, hello, welcome. I'm drawing Tato. The eyes are gonna look a little weird until I finish them. Sorry I went out the room, couldn't peep the finished product. Last art, didn't mean to be radio silent. It was looking good. Well, let me show you right now. We'll turn Tato off for a minute. This is the one that I finished. This is the one that I finished up, and I will be, once I have more references of them, like references for my Chibis and everything, like once I have a bigger portfolio of these Chibis, I will be selling commissions of them, and you can get whoever you want done in this specific kind of style right here, and they will be at a fixed price. There won't be like, oh, you could do line art for this much, or oh, you could do just flats for this much. No, they're just going to be coming like this. And that's what I will have on my VGen. I will have a separate page for that, and then I will also have the standard like character illustration option still available. But I want more of these under my belt so that people get a better idea of what they're getting into when it comes to these guys. So that's why I'm working on these guys right now. Not just because of that, because I really like these characters. I picked characters that I really like, and I will probably be making them because I have a thing for stickers. I can make my own stickers. These guys are gonna be stickers on like my books and stuff. And I also have like this iron-on thing. I have this iron-on thing, and I was planning on like sewing a tote bag. And I think I'm gonna like iron the design of one of these guys onto the tote bag. I got transfer paper and stuff. I bet if you take a picture of her with the flash on, she would probably be a ball of light in the photo. She would. She would. Alright, now let's see. Hey, you know what? Now, speaking of us being on Tato, by the way, there's this one character. I haven't really played much Muse Dash, but there's apparently this one character from Muse Dash that looks a lot like Tato, and people keep confusing art of the Muse Dash character for Tato. Again, I don't play that, but I think it's really funny. It literally just looks like Tato. Alright, anyways. Oh no, I hate when it does that. But yeah, we got the blocks. It's Tato time. I'm gonna like do the lasso thing so that I don't color anything that I don't need to be coloring. Actually, you know what would be easier instead of just lassoing everything? I'm gonna take this and then just kind of erase what I don't want. And that'll be easier for selection. Oops. I also wanted to talk about certain stuff too, so sorry if I get locked in. But the one thing I wanted to ask about, you know, my streams for next week. I know a lot of you guys came from the Bloons stream. I was wondering if I should do another Bloons stream maybe next week. If people would prefer that I do that one day, and what day they would prefer it to be on. If they would still want it to be, like, on Wednesday again. Wednesday could be another Bloons day, if it works for people. But it's up to you guys. I also have other games that are good candidates also. Like, I could do GameCube Animal Crossing again, because it's been a good bit. It's been a good bit since I did that. Alright, we got all of our selection stuff down. And then we'll erase this selection too. I don't know why I put the blushies on first. If I color over them, oh well, I'll just put them back on, you know? I spend so much time, like, selecting stuff. It's insane. I looked it up. It's Burrow, but in the nurse outfit. Yeah, that was her name. I remember. Thank you. Bloons was high octane fun. I could do Bloons again. that stream was so fun. See, what is with the royalty free music, man? Like now there's voices. There's just random, like, echoey voices in my ears. The ghosts are here. This stuff is always so goofy. Again, it does the job. I'm not gonna complain too much, but dang, like, who let the ghosts in, bro? There's just somebody straight up going, "Arr!" It's like, okay, thank you for that. Yeah, listen to her, she's just going, "Arr!" I don't know if you guys... I'm sorry. Hey, I mean, if she likes what she's doing, you know, just let her in peace. Hand. Got half of it. I have no allegiance to Balloon Game, but I'll definitely enjoy those ASMR pops in chat. Understandable. I like them. I like the Bloons pops too. I think a lot of people in chat kind of concluded that they're pretty nice. I know somebody, one of my friends, I was the is what she craves. Yes. Sentenced them to the Alright, so what I was saying was, I was streaming it to a friend, and they noted that they were kind of getting sleepy from the balloons popping. So we need like a lo-fi song that, like, samples the balloon pops. Instead of the we need the balloons pops. Alright, what's this random lo-fi song gonna bring us today? Is it gonna give us any funny noises? Balloon pop white noise machine. Good. Good idea. Yeah, instead of hitting the we're gonna do balloons pops in the lo-fi sounds. I need to do that. Maybe I should sample stuff. I have FL Studio, like I make music stuff for fun. I could do I could do the weirdest combination of things and then just randomly play it on stream out of nowhere. Like I would just surprise you guys maybe and like just pause YouTube and then throw my shit on there. You're about to hear peak balloons pop noises. I feel like I should just, like, for streams sometimes, I should, like, how am I gonna put it? For streams sometimes I should just, like, make probably some of the worst creations on FL Studio imaginable, and then just, like, make weird interjections of me, like, doing, like radio voices or whatever, and announcing the next song. And then you guys would just have to hear that the whole time I'm drawing. Alright, now I gotta figure out where I want this lighting to come from. On Tato. We'll put it... I think we'll put it under the line art. Well... I can erase the line art. So yeah, I'm gonna put it under. I'm gonna clip to layer. That took me forever because I'm like multitasking. I'm being silly. Alright. I want to figure out what I want to do light angle wise. So I'm gonna look at some inspiration for that. You obviously can't see my screen, but I'll be quick. I'll be quick, I promise. I'm looking at Pinterest again, and I just get a notification, and I'm scared for a second that they're gonna be, like, messing with my stuff. Like, I was scared that they were, like, taking down another pin that I took, but no, it's just, they said, these pins just hit different. Thank you. Thank you, Boomer, trying to sound like a millennial. I appreciate that. Alright, let's see. It's like you're playing Russian roulette with Pinterest on notifications because it could be a ban. It could be a ban for somebody fully clothed as a reference, or it could just be like the corniest like please use our site more invitation that you will have ever seen in your entire life. Like that is how Pinterest is. We're just like I don't know, we're just barely surviving. It's terrible. Alright, now let's see what we want to do. I have a bunch of shading references. I want to see where I'm going to angle this light at, because I like fun light angles, and that's why I'm looking. What do we want to do this time? We're going to do... I have an idea. That one might be cute. That one might be cute. Okay, I found one. I found one that I like. Yeah. Alright. Sorry that took so long. I'm very picky. Very picky about things. Alright, so this would be... Gotta be very careful with how we angle these two. Okay, we're ambitious with this lo-fi one. This time it's got this one's got different drums. We're ambitious. Alright, let's see. You are now listening to metal pipe falling. I have that in my sound effects library. By the way, I literally could do this. Strix Radio, where we play the Blue and Pops Battery Acid Rock and more tomfoolery. Wilhelm Scream. I think I have that in my sound effects folder too. This isn't your average brain rot music. See, that was almost accurate, but you need, like, the audio of that meme with the wet, meaty, long fart, like, right after that, and then that's what the radio station would sound like. We need to make this a thing. We need to make this a thing. Like, I think if we have anybody misbehaving in chat, that's just what I'm gonna put on while I draw. You just get sentenced to, like, the brain rot radio station. Though I think at that point, some people would misbehave in chat on purpose, and that's all we would be doing. But that would be nice. Just like, uh-oh, you said a bad thing. You're gonna get the brain rot station now. You've been sentenced to the brain rot station. Alright, I'm looking at my reference again real quick, so my apologies. So with this, I'm just gonna keep the ear kind of simple for now. We'll look at your reference too. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I'm so silly. Actually, I have something literally right in front of me. I do not need to do that. I'm goofy. It's a chibi ear though, so it's gonna be a little weird. It's like the Animal Crossing gyroids. They're stuck in brain. They're still stuck in brain rot jail to this day, and they still have that. They still have that thing that they're gambling on, dude. I actually am thinking of literally cheating on that Animal Crossing save and putting in a cheat code for more slot machines, literally just because of the gyroids. And I'm thinking of making a separate. When we go back to that Animal Crossing save, whenever we go back to that Animal Crossing GameCube save, we will be making an entire other house just so that I can put all my gambling gyroids in there. You have to understand, it's like a necessary thing. Like, I know usually cheating is not the way to go on a live stream, but you need to understand there's a creative vision here, and we have to do it. That looks like buns, because I did that wrong. Let's look at that shape one more time. Oh wow, guys, this one's a little different from the other ones. This lo-fi song. Kill me, dude. I think we're gonna come back to the ear. The ear is pissing me off. Alright, let's see. I probably should draw a line instead, just go with the line art. I don't know why I didn't include that with my line art. We'll fix that in a moment. Do a little bit of the airbrush, because why not? Let's see how that looks right now. The blushy there, I might just have to replace it at whatever point. Like, I might just like draw over it. And then just put them back after a little bit. You get removed from the face. We'll keep that one there, why not? For now. We'll put the blushy back later. Oh duh. I forgot about the... I forgot about the selection. I can't do that. We gotta add it to the selection and then do it. See? I mess up when it's like the only time I really like severely mess up is when I'm streaming. It's a curse, is what I'm trying to say. I have an addiction because why did I recognize the melody from the song? I've never heard this song a day of my life, but the other songs use the same melody. Oh no! You're the #1 lo-fi fan. That's just how it is. Alright, how does that look right now? Obviously could be a bit better. Should be angled more this way. And then I forgot to put
like the whites of the eye. Oh, why did that happen? Anyways, forgot to put the whites of the eye there. We're gonna take this really dark part for the hair and just kind of steal it. I think it actually needs to be darker. The hair thing. That did not work. I just kind of realized. Then you can just kind of blend them with each other. Oops. Trying to figure out the hair shadows and stuff. It'd be feeling like that sometimes. My Spotify Wrapped was nothing but lo-fi songs for years. I mean, understandable. I mean, you're probably like listening to them while like drawing and stuff. You make some really good art. So that is a bit too much by the eye. It's getting there. It's getting to where I want it to be. Let's see. I tried drawing Chibis. I guess I'm not cut out to draw squat. Well, honestly, like, not even that long ago, my Chibis were buns. Like, absolute buns. The only determining factor of if you can draw, like, a Chibi is whether you just keep trying or not. I know that's really cliche, but, like, genuinely, like, the worst part about Chibis is, like, oh, how do I stylize this without it looking, like, absolutely ridiculous and still cute? Like, that was my issue for a long time with Chibis, so I don't blame you. I really don't. If you ever want to, like, give that another try, I recommend it. You'll eventually get it. If it's not for you, it's not for you, though. Let's see. Gonna lurk to feed the puppers. Nice. Feed your puppers. Feed your puppers. This needs to be darker. Ah. Starting to look a bit better. Starting to. Oh yeah, I forgot that message too. Thank you. Also, come to think of it, I wonder what the next Spotify Wrapped will be like aesthetically, because last year was straight buns. You're right. You're right, actually. That did kind of suck butt. I have no idea why they decided to go with that. Come to think of it, like, just in general, Spotify makes a lot of really questionable decisions. So, not really surprising. I'm gonna try darker over here, maybe. And some variation here. Could be better, but getting there. I'm gonna say that like 900 times just to watch. It was ass because they fired everyone and replaced them with AI. Isn't that like the story for a lot of companies at this point? I mean, I know certain companies have had to like straight up hire people back because of how they messed up. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Again, the only... Oh, let's see, question. A or B? Where do I put my pencil tips? Sorry, where do my pencil tips deserve to be pointed toward? My neck? Paper. Oh boy. I would personally go for the paper. But I get it. Drawing is like, again, like I used to suck so much buns at drawing, but I'm so glad I actually took the time to figure everything out. I think if you follow, I don't want to sound cliche or anything. It was just for me. I'm just talking my experience because I just like shooting the shit, right? But my experience was that I think once I actually started like watching videos on everything and like kind of doing little studies, you know, that are like 15 minutes, you know, only need like 15 minutes for that. I started actually seeing improvement. Like I wasn't as frustrated at my stuff, and then I actually like enjoyed drawing for once, you know what I mean? If that's not for you, then it's not for you, but that was like my personal experience. Like once I started like actually doing some studies, I was like my workflow and everything was a lot better, and I actually had fun drawing. There was like a period, like when I first started drawing, I really loved it, but I was ass at it, right? But there was like a period where I'm tired of my art looking like so buns. I'm so tired of everything, right? And I stopped drawing for a little bit, but I got back into it because, you know, a friend was showing me their art and I was like, oh, cool, I want to do stuff like that. And that's when I kind of like really crunched. That's when I like really crunched all the like videos and studies and stuff, and honestly, it didn't really take too long before I was like satisfied with what I was doing. I was like really unmotivated for a long time when it came to drawing stuff. Also, I'm gonna look at the rest of the chat messages in a minute. Sorry, I was just yapping about that. Hello. It's nice. It's nice to have you back here too. It's been a bit since I've seen you. I hope you've been doing well. Let's see. They thought they ate with the AI podcast thing. I'm mad that they fired the guy who did the Sound of Everything list because he made so many playlists of every genre on Spotify from A to Z. Oh, that's so sad. That really sucks. Yeah, they've been making some really interesting decisions lately, and they've been trying to like really pedal out AI music just because it's cheaper. It's like cheaper for them. Like, I guess if you want to listen to AI music, like, okay, that's your thing, right? I'm not gonna, like, berate you too much for it. I mean, I guess you have, like, a really weird taste if that's what you're actively looking for, but okay. You know? But the thing is, like, they're deceptive. They're deceptive with it. And then you get into a song that starts to sound, like, kinda interesting, and then you realize, like, that it's just kinda, like, garbled. Like, it's, like... Not really garbled. It's just like it kind of it doesn't really know what to do when it's making music, you know? It like it like is real it's like too like I know music is repetitive, right? But it's too repetitive. It's like it's confused and it's like trying to like make up stuff on the spot to do, if you get me. That's kind of what AI music sounds like to me. It's like, please don't give me this shit. It sucks. I'm just seeing how this looks from a distance. Could be a bit better. Could be a bit better. We're gonna fix that though. Don't worry. I'm just getting a general idea. Not dark enough. getting there. This is probably what's making it look funny, by the way. Is this eye thing right here. So I'm gonna go down to the colors. I'm gonna cut this off. Oh my gosh. That is scary. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna erase what I want gone from this. That's too much eye. It's too much eye white. There we go. Now that looks a little... That looks like that shape would be a bit better, right? I'm gonna have to fix a lot of stuff kind of as I go. Some YouTube channels be making setlist videos with AI music, but they do it so sneaky to the point where you can't tell sometimes. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Generally, like, it's kind of like when you can tell, you can definitely tell. It is so ass. All right, now let's see. It's me, Flapjack. All I can draw are stickmen. How sad is that? Not sad, actually. Not sad, because I started somewhere. And I did start with, like, kind of stick people. You want to know? Do you guys want to know how I used to draw, like, anime eyes as a kid? Because I'm going to show you how I drew anime eyes as a kid. So we're going to make a new illustration real quick. This is how I drew anime eyes as a kid. Are you ready? This is how I used to draw. I used to draw like this. That is how I drew an anime eye. And then I would just put, like, these little things there. And I'm like, boom, boom, that's anime, see? Oh, it's the best anime you've ever seen. That's how I started. And everybody has to start somewhere. Now I draw this crap. And it's not... Is it the best in the world? No, but I'm happy with it. Same. I'm glad I'm not the only one that did that. Oh my gosh. So, oh, somebody said, oh hey, it's Tato. Yeah, it's Tato! Drawing a chibi Tato. It looks pretty cool, I would say. It's the definition of aura. You know, maybe I'll draw myself in, like, my 5th grade art style. That would be so amazing. I think it would be peak. I think every artist in this chat, you need to draw yourselves in your 5th grade art style and show me. Oh, that's not... I want to partially erase it and keep a lot of it. There we go. She's so gremlin-y, I love it. The stream is very relaxing. Thank you! I'm having a lot of fun doing this, actually. It's either that, or the 2 lines and the circle with too many highlights in the with the side of the triangle chin, for me. But for me, sorry, it was a house-shaped head. Oh, I get you. Oh, I've been there, dude. I have been there. You know, growing up like a weeaboo in the US is like, I don't know, it's a really unique experience. It taught me many valuable things about life. And the fact that people will really, like, really hate you. Like, I mean back then, people would really hate you if you, like, drew anime in class. I mean, it was kind of both. I got both sides of everything. They're like, "Can you draw me? Are you drawing yourself?" And I'd be drawing fucking Hatsune Miku. They would. I would literally be drawing Hatsune Miku because she was all I would draw for a bit. Like I started drawing because I saw Hatsune Miku for the first time, and I'd be drawing Miku, and they'd come up to me, and then they'd look at it for a second, and then they'd be like, "Is that you? Is that supposed to be you? Is that supposed to be you?" And it's like, no, that doesn't even look like even remote. And I'll be coloring it too. It literally has like blue hair at that point, and they're like, "Oh, is that you? Are you drawing yourself?" It's like, shut up. Like, let's see. Okay, it's either that. Okay, you are. I already read that. I'm having dementia. But you must be Miku. I guess I'm Miku now. I'll just keep practicing, I guess. I'll get good at it, and I'll draw 1,000 versions of Taito-chan. Good! That's what you need to be doing. You need to be putting those, like, skills to work, and that's how you do it. You would be doing... That would be a net positive for humanity. Same. But for me, I would be drawing Mayosi with the rainbow hair. Yeah. The other question... Again, the other question I really hated was when people would ask, "Can you draw me?" It's like, dude, I don't even talk to you. Who are you? It's like, no. I'm not doing that, thank you. The other one that would piss me off so bad, and I'm gonna keep drawing. The other one that would piss me off so bad when I was a kid. This was like my pet peeve. It was like I would be sketching out the character, and obviously when you're sketching out the drawing and everything, you're trying to figure out the body and everything. And I have all these guidelines and everything down, and it's starting to look like a full on body at that point. And then you have the head and everything, and you start sketching everything out, you start sketching out the face, and then somebody will come up to you, some dick ass will come up to you and be like, "Why are you drawing a naked person? Why is she naked?" It's like, because I haven't drawn the clothes yet. Alright, let's see. Drawing anime back in that time or watching anime was like a crime. Literally, it was treated like... It's so weird that it's so popular now. Like people now, they eat anything up. Like, they even eat the trash anime up, right? But back then, the way people saw anime was like you'd be like shot on sight for liking it. It's just so weird because the people that did hate it back then, you know, now they really, really love it. And I mean, good for them, but that kind of annoys me too. I'm not gonna gatekeep it from people at all. Bro, my own bully asked me to draw her one time, and I was just kidding. Oh yeah, you know, I didn't... See, there was like somebody I didn't get along with, like, at all. I remember... There was somebody I didn't get along with at all. Like, we like, did not like each other, but she asked me to draw her, so I guess that must be a universal experience. Hey, can you draw me as Hatsune Miku? Damn! Anime has become normalized now, which is awesome. Yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged... It's a double-edged sword, honestly. I really like that, because back then, you could not get any merch for any anime without it costing like an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? And also it was like really rare. It was so rare to be able to like actually like it was like pulling teeth to be able to get certain stuff, man. And now, because everybody likes anime, the merch is all super accessible. Like, you have it in like some of it you have in like Walmart at this point, and it's just so unreal to me. I never would have expected it to be like this. I remember as like a Vocaloid fan, right? I really liked the song Magnet, and I really liked the design of the butterfly headphones. And like, I wanted those headphones so bad. And somebody had a site dedicated to selling... Somebody dedicated a site to selling these like cosplay magnet headphones with the butterfly wings and everything, and I'm like, I need that so bad. And so I think my parents were about to order it for me, and then they saw the price of it and they're like, no. We're not. So I never got those magnet headphones. Dream crushed. Alright, let's see. Let's see. It's crazy watching anime conventions go from niche to like 50K attending. And that's the other thing too. The crazy thing about those is that now you get like near death, like fire hazard type situations in those, and you have people freaking out more often at them. They're like way more. I mean, you had weirdos at them like since the beginning, but like now conventions are notorious for like cramming a bunch of people into them. Like sardines in a tin, bro. And it's like, oh, sorry, packed like sardines is the phrase. And like, it kind of sucks to see. I know a couple artists that like sell their art at conventions and everything, and they get screwed over because they have weird incidents. Like, what was that convention where like the water pipe just busted a bunch of like above a bunch of people's booths and destroyed like all of their art? That was recent. I just don't remember. I don't remember what convention that was. But you get stuff like that more frequently, and it's sad. Oh, never mind. Ignore my last comment. I want to know what you meant. I want to know what you meant now. It's okay. You could tell us. All right. Let's see. I'm just still looking. I'm just still looking at the reference. Sorry. She's got like. How gray is this right here? Not gray enough, clearly. What to do this here. Bro, if I had a nickel for every time I got laughed at or shut down for singing a Vocaloid song, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Yeah, I get you. I would be so confused because like I would know what they're saying from the subtitles, but I didn't know how they were saying it, so I never really other than like the English Vocaloid songs, which like at the time I don't remember there being too many. I wouldn't really try to sing them, but mad respect to the people who tried to. Why is Miku on Fortnite and not Tato? What a downgrade. Honestly, I would like both of them to be on there. I know Tato's gotten a huge spike in popularity, but I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna say that there's a lot of good vocal synths that really need to be more popular. Just saying. I love Tato, but there are a couple that really need the same amount of attention that she's getting. Maybe who knows, the next vocal synth will blow up. And everybody'll really like them. Trying to figure out. Anyways, I gotta lock in. I'm gonna do my best to lock in. So let's see. I want to know how I'm gonna go about this specific one. Why not the whole Vocaloid gang? True. Like you mean like your main Krypton Lloyds? That would be nice, right? I don't feel like they get as much attention anymore as they used to. And now you have all those synth Lloyds. You know, if it wasn't for 4chan, Tato wouldn't exist. I know that lore. I know that lore. I've been in the fan base since like 2008. Tato has like kind of like a dubious first design, if you catch my drift. I know that people noticed that recently. Tato has like a whole backstory. There's a bunch of other like joke Vocaloids that people were trying to mess with other people with, like saying like, oh, this is the new Vocaloid, and they make like a fake, they make like an entire fake character, and what do you know, that entire fake character ends up being like a Fanloid or a new Tao voice bank, you know, like the Vipperloids and everything. I miss when people used to make Fanloids all the time. That shit was so cool. I know that people still make Utaloid designs. I love a good I love a good Utao design. Favorite underrated Vocaloid Utao vocal synth? Mine is SFA2 Miki. Oh, and I like Aiko too. I like Aiko a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of Butao to choose from because anybody can make one. I'd have to say for regular standard vocal synth banks, right? Just vocal synths in general, right? I would say for like miscellaneous purposes, I do like a lot of the chip speech banks. I have chip speech. I'd have to say that my favorite chip speech bank at the moment, because he's so goofy, is Rotten ST. And then my favorite, I'd have to say my favorite Vocaloid, like if you're saying like old Vocaloid, my weird opinion is that I still think that my favorite Vocaloids are Tonio and Prima. The opera Vocaloids, the English opera Vocaloids. Too bad they're never going to get updated because they're zero-G products. But those two are my favorite Vocaloids. When it comes to synth V banks, right? When it comes to using them, at least I really like the Gumi bank that I bought. I think she's been pretty easy to work with. I really do like Miki. Miki's cool too. Lately, I'd have to say lately with the synth V banks. With the synth V banks, I'm kind of torn between what was it? Sorry, I'm just thinking because I'm deciding on what my favorite is. I'm like so torn between Gumi and probably this is good. This is gonna like maybe get some people mad, but like 9-0. I like how 9-0 sounds. I know that the person connected to the voice bank kind of pissed people off, but I kind of don't pay attention to that stuff. So, but I think he sounds cool. Sorry, that was like a big tangent. But have you ever drawn Toho characters? Yes, actually. When I was... See, I need to do it again. I haven't done it in a long, long time, but years and years and years ago when I was first getting into drawing, I would draw them, like, all the time. All the time. and the thing is at that time, and I still haven't, so I would kind of feel weird, drawing them. You know what I mean? I knew them from, like, YouTube. I knew them primarily from YouTube because there was a lot of Vocaloid and Toho overlap. So I just knew them from YouTube videos, and I would draw them from the YouTube videos. And I would feel weird drawing them now because I haven't gotten to play the games yet. You know what I mean? I don't wanna like come off like fake or whatever. It's a weird kind of like, maybe it's like an irrational fear, but I haven't drawn them in a long time because I kind of feel bad that I haven't played the games yet. So maybe I'll play the games and then I'll draw them. But I loved the little animated music videos that people would make of them. I was like obsessed. The games are so good. They seem like they're really fun. They seem like they're really, really fun. I would love to eventually play those. Why is this not drawing on it? I'm wondering what I'm doing wrong. Oh, wrong layer. Oopsie. Now we're on the right layer. Yippee. Oh my gosh. Did it like leave the layer select? Where's the layer select? Oh no. I think I did a mistake. I did a mistake. Here, let me just do this. There we go. Not the best, not perfect, but we'll do it. Sorry if I'm just kind of messing around. I'm like multitasking a bit. I'm just kind of chilling. Alright, let's see. I don't think I'll ever play the Toho games because it looks hella intimidating, but it looks so cool. I mean, they do look intimidating, but I think I want to give them a try. I'm a brave boy. I'm a brave boy. That doesn't look very good when I do that. I think I might do this instead. This is faster to do. I think the opacity on this is like kind of buns. There we go. Oh no. That's too much opacity. Too much opacity. Alright, how are we looking? Okay, now it just looks too spooky. We want just a little bit. Alright, I think that's okay. Do you think you should try to play on stream someday? I think I should. I think that'd be fun. And I think I'd make myself look like a dummy. Kind of like with Blasphemous. We never forget the Blasphemous incident. That was so cursed. Don't be mean to me. I was like really tired that day. and then the power went out. In the middle of that. So I was cursed. I was just straight up cursed at that. Whoa, why is this one louder? Oh no. It changed the music. I didn't realize. It autoplayed to something else. That's why it was kind of... Now we're back to the good stuff. We're back to the good stuff. I really hope that I don't get, like, copyright struck or something for that autoplaying. I'm gonna have to, like, loop these. I'm turning autoplay off. There we go. That was annoying. The blasphemous curse went down in blasphemy. True. That was like incredibly cursed. Like I was like having trouble with the game and then the power just goes out. It's like, okay, thank you. Hey, the music was pretty fire though. Damn. Finally rigged my character. Now I'm gonna head off to bed as I work tomorrow morning. Had fun listening in on the stream. Tato's coming along nicely. Keep up the good work and having fun while you're at it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. I hope everything goes well, and I'm glad you rigged your character. I gotta lock in a bit more. I've only done like the face. I've only done the face. And then the other thing too is I need to remove this, to be honest with you. I need to remove this little spot right here because I'm gonna put it back later. Oh no! Let me do this. There we go. There we go, we're back to this now. See, because I'm gonna add like all sorts of different colors and everything. I just feel like it's missing something and I'm trying to figure out what, and that's kind of what's stopped me dead in my tracks. If that makes any sense. Let's see. Because it feels like it's really missing some good old depth. Oh, well that kind of fixed everything. I'll just erase this, by the way. Oh! Oh, buns! That was the wrong layer. Why do I do this to my... Wait, let's lock this. We're gonna lock this layer. We're gonna completely lock this layer so that I don't do that again. Why do I do this to myself? That was buns. Alright. Sounds like city folk music. I love it. Actually, no, that's very New Leaf, sorta. No, it's a mix. It's a mix of New Leaf and City Folk, isn't it? We're gonna unlock this because there's like this speck here. There we go. Back on track. Nothing like some chin shading to fix things. It really does. It really does. It just felt like it didn't have as much depth, and I was a little troubled over that. I'm gonna have to erase that again, but it felt like it needed some more. Felt like it needed some more chin. More chin on that creature. I'm so glad I figured out the music thing, because I do like drawing on stream. It's like killing two birds with one stone. You have fun drawing, and you have fun streaming. I was so scared of like figuring out the music thing for a good while. New Leaf City Fusion, true. Yeah, that looks like buns if I do that. We're gonna do a dark outline. Yippee. I played so much Animal Crossing New Leaf last night and today because I decided to go back into an old save where I just started. I have so many saves on Checkpoint. See, you and me, again, we still gotta play... We still gotta play New Leaf together once those Pretendo servers come back on. Like, once they're done all that maintenance stuff, we gotta play New Leaf together, you and me. But the other thing that, again, some people might have missed because they weren't here last time is actually I ordered a 3DS with a capture card, so I will eventually be able to stream 3DS games. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is I got to the seller about like how I forgot to put like the checkbox for converting it to a USB-C charging port, and like I really wanted one of those for that. They haven't really fixed the order just yet, even though they kind of responded to me a little bit. I wonder if they're busy. But the thing is, like, if it for whatever reason ends up being shipped to me with just the regular charger for a 3DS, I'm not gonna be too sad. I'm just happy that I would have a 3DS with a capture card. I've been really wanting one for a long time, and I finally decided, hey, I'm gonna get one. I'm not an artist, so I don't understand much about it, but I'd say that looks pretty cool so far. Thank you. I've been a little nitpicky with how the face looks, because I want the shading to have enough depth. I'm a little worried about that. Got a little too much on that. Just subtleties. Just subtleties on that one. It's giving spherical. Looks really good. Thank you. I just like little gremlins. I like to draw a little gremlin. She's angry. Not really angry. Mischievous, rather. I think the face will be okay. Now I'm gonna add different stuff to the face. The thing that really makes stuff look like it has life to it is kind of what Tato's got going on here that keeps her from looking fully like a dead body. So you want to add a little bit of blush. Just a little bit, you want the right amount. And then you would want a little bit of the red on around the nose. Right there. And then what you want to do is you kind of want this weird, for like up top with the forehead, you kind of want a little bit of ochre. I would say that's ochre. See? You want good color variation with skin. Skin has a lot of colors in it. And then you would want blue down here. It all depends on where, like, the circulation is. Just where your blood flow is. Think about where your blood flow is. If there ain't much blood flow, don't give it red. That's how thing works. Now it looks like she has a little bit... Oh, it looks a little bruised on the one side. But otherwise, it looks like she has a little bit more life to her when you do that. Looks like a human being. I'm gonna like modify like a little bit though, because I probably should have put it on a separate layer and then just kind of adjusted the opacity of these colors, but we're here now. So. And I think she looks alright here. And then I would have to do the ear and the hand, of course. But that's kind of how I do it. That's kind of how they kind of look like they're a bit more alive. And then you want to add shinies. You gotta place the shinies good enough, though. We'll do some on the lips. Probably facing more towards the light, obviously. We'll have to fix the eyes to make it look a bit better, but we get the general gist here. Well, I didn't know shading could make something like faces look so much better. Yeah, like it just like with skin has like so many different colors in it. So you got to kind of account for that, and then it'll make stuff look more alive, generally speaking. You know, you could always be bold and add a little more red, like a thinner layer of it around where the eyes are. That's a bit too much red, but about there is all right in my opinion. Maybe a tiny bit on the lip area. And then the thing with... There we go, we got that. We got it. Oops. There we go, we got it. So, oh, this is sick. Thank you. So, I kind of forgot something too. But what I was saying, what I was trying to figure out how to say, rather. Let me just fix that real quick, of course. I got the attention span of a fly, so. I just kind of think she would have like a little face wrinkly, right? Little face wrinkly. But what was I saying? With this sort of stuff, the other thing that kind of helps too is like with the hair. When you're on the hair, and we're not on the hair yet, you're gonna have to take like a little bit of the skin color and like airbrush right here. Now, obviously it doesn't look good right now because the hair's not detailed, but you want to like you're eventually gonna want to airbrush it like this. It's like a really easy thing. But once your hair is all detailed, it looks really good because, you know, all your thick hair is going to be up here where it's like obviously growing out of the head. The bangs, not so much. You kind of tend to see through bangs, right? So that's why you kind of put the skin there because the hair is not going to be as thick. You're accounting for like the skin being more visible and everything, and the fact that, you know, it's hair. You obviously don't draw individual hairs. That's hell, and it doesn't look good. But you want to make it still look, obviously, like hair. And there's tricks for that. I am not a good art teacher, but I'm just explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it, pretty much. And that's how I do these things. Yeah, that was really specific. Anyways, we're gonna get to this. And the thing is too, if you're worried about having like just a layer for skin, just a layer for everything else, and you don't finish your outlines, because I don't finish my outlines. Finished outlines to me, they don't look as good as unfinished outlines, intentionally unfinished outlines. Sorry, I'm gonna get that finger there. Kid named Finger. Anyways, with me, I intentionally don't finish my outline, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to kind of fill bucket tool. But that's what the lasso tool is for. It makes stuff easier if you're working on a specific part. Sometimes I mess up with the lasso tool, but that's okay. Lasso tool is very forgiving because you also have this selection pen thing to kind of correct it. And that's what I generally tend to use. So anyways. Oh. Good heavens, I messed up. There we go. This is gonna look dark. Like super dark for now. I'm gonna like fill in just that color. Then we're gonna... sometimes I use gradients, but usually what I do... Oops, and I'm also gonna fix that color, actually. Sometimes I use gradients, but generally what I do, too, in certain situations is like, you know, I like my more kind of painted looking style that I've kind of adapted in recent years. Not even recent years, in recent months. What am I talking about? Because I used to suck at painted stuff. This, ever since I kind of adapted it, I've kind of learned, like, it looks better when you do, and I need to figure out how to do it. I got it, again, I got this from a tutorial, like another artist tutorial. You lower the opacity of, like, one of the colors you got here, and then you just kind of like, slowly mix them together with the lowered opacity. If that makes sense, I don't know. Again, it's gonna look bad because you have like this thing called banding going on, like at first. But once you blend it enough, it's gonna look fine. But yeah, that's called banding. You don't want banding. Unless you specifically are going for that. I mean, sometimes you can break some rules and get away with it. But you have to know what you're doing. And banding, when I do it, it looks buns. It looks so buns when it's like banding like that. But you just gotta keep going, and you gotta be persistent. I think we need a bit more of the darker one over here, actually. My bad. But that's the specific way to shade, and I know it takes a long time, but it looks really good with the end result. Eventually. We'll get there eventually. This would probably be darker, by the way. I'll get there. It's gonna look like buns for a bit, but... There we go. That's what I'm going for. Just kinda gotta do this. Yippee. The order in which I do things is very dubious, by the way. I am not an expert by any means. Strix, my favorite art teacher. I wish I could be one of those. I don't know if I got the brain. I don't know if I got the brain for that kind of thing. Would be fun. There we go, looks kind of like the light is coming from here now. That's what I want. I love thinking about light sources. It's probably the most fun part. I really do like rendering stuff because your light, in this case, if I deselect for a minute, it's like coming from like, oh, I have it like on the locked layer. Of course I do. Of course I do. We're gonna make another layer for that. It's like coming from like here. Light's coming from here. So you got it like here, here, you know, stuff like that. It's my favorite part. It's my favorite part of drawing. It's like probably the most pain in the butt part, but it's worth it. Like, it's fun and it's also a pain at the same time. Alright, let's see. So we probably want like a little bit of... I'm trying to remember this from memory because I don't have a hand reference up right now. I think a little bit of blue here wouldn't hurt. A little color variation now and then. A little red in certain spots. Probably... get the ochre. I'm just kind of randomly placing it, but it looks good to me, so if it looked good, I do it. Sometimes you can break rules. Oh, this song sounds good. I like that one. That's very nice. I think that hand looks okay. What do you guys think? I'm gonna probably add stuff to the fingertips though, so it looks like not weird. Oh, well that made it look kind of weird, actually. Let's see. Kind of want it red-ish. Then we could do shinies. If I look at a hand right now, hand reference, where do I put shinies at? That's the trouble. Looks red. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, probably around the fingernail thingy. Where the fingernail would be anyways. I'm not putting fingernails on a chibi. I feel like that'd be creepy. It's too much shinies. I'm just gonna leave these two here. Now, I don't really like... Again, I kind of erase the outline as I go with my certain particular art style. Like, I keep just enough outline for stuff to be kind of like, you know, like, oh, that's a different object. But that's about it. Sometimes I like airbrush or erase it if it's too much. It's kind of finicky though, it takes a bit to kind of get the right balance of stuff. You can even draw over it. I draw over it sometimes. I just kind of do whatever I feel like doing, to be honest with you. I do what I want. Let's see. Get the dark one. We'll put this over, we'll put this like layer over the line art. And we'll just kind of... I don't like too much line art. I know this is like probably not the fastest way of doing it, but I like doing it this way, so don't yell at me. That, so I shouldn't do that from that layer. I'll fix that. I'll fix that down. I'll fix that down here. Oh, well that's not the cause of the issue actually. I need to actually put that kind of like that. Starting to get there. Oh. I gotta do that with the layer over the line art, looks like. Again, I'm so excited to finally be able to do commissions soon, because I finally, like, kind of let myself, like, you know, put them up. Very excited for that. I love drawing so much. Always have. There were times where I took breaks from it, but, you know, I always came back. Sometimes a break's what you need, too. Let's get rid of that thing right there. There we go. That looks a bit more like a hand. Kinda. I think I'm planning on doing, you know, more art streams very soon. Because I'm liking doing this so far. I was a little worried. I was a little worried at first because of the music stuff. I mean, if YouTube, like, smacks me out of the sky or whatever, then I guess I'll deal with it from there. I really hope not. We're gonna do it with the layer above the line art again. And with the line art, especially, you know, especially when you're going further back with your line art, like say it's an object that's further away. You know what I mean? You would make the lines, they generally say you should make the lines smaller. And then the stuff that's closer to you, the lines are a little bolder. I can fix that kind of later too. But I think this needs to really, this really needs to curve in more. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's a bit of a problem. Let's see, what do we got? We'll do this. We'll do this layer. Am I confusing myself again? Sometimes I confuse myself. Really needed, like, it felt like there needed to be more skin there. Yeah, though. Hand. Really funky hand. Because I thought I wanted a silly hand. And we'll modify it later. I think there's probably more stuff that it kind of needs, but... that one line, not necessary. I think that looks nice. I'm not sure. Again, whoever made these songs must have really liked Animal Crossing. Understandable, too. I love Animal Crossing. Alright, there we go. Gremlin skin is almost finished. We just got this ear and this hand left. Oh, hey, nice to see you again. Hope you've been doing well. Alright, we're gonna see about this other hand now. The one thing that I really had to get used to with this, because it's a Wacom tablet, and it was like a decently cheap one. The thing is, it's not really, it doesn't really have too many touch screen features, which I mean I kind of prefer, to be honest with you, because I've always had, like, with touch screen tablets, right? I've always had it, like, kind of accidentally, like, I've had a finger accidentally touch the screen, and then there'll be just a random speck of paint floating around, like, you know, like something like that, and I don't find it until, like, I'm done. And then I have to go through the layers and everything, but because this doesn't have a touchscreen, that's not really an issue. But because of that, I can't do the thing that I used to do on my laptop, because that had a touchscreen where you could just zoom in with your fingers. I can't do that. I have to actually use the Clip Studio, like, zoom magnifying glass feature, and I had to get used to that for a bit, because I was switching. There was a point where I was kind of switching frequently between that laptop and like this thing, because you know, like if I was going somewhere, like if I was staying somewhere for a bit, the laptop obviously would have been my only option for working on art, and then this is obviously, you know, connected to my big old PC tower at home. So I mean, I guess I could technically take this with me, but it would be a real pain, especially to set up. So I just don't. I just keep this here. If I'm going out somewhere, I'll take my little like my little Dell laptop. That's basically on its last legs, by the way. That still has Clip Studio on it, cause yeah. And it, you know, just taking it wherever. I mean, it still lives. It's still alive somehow. It's like getting like. I think it's like having more and more trouble with stuff, but it's still kicking, knock on wood. I could just snag the color from here, actually, again. I don't know why I kind of forgot that I had the skin cubes out. These skin cubes are like the best, by the way. Like both of these drawings for the skin cubes are awesome. Very useful tool. Again, like, I recommend it. All you have to do, if you're an artist, by the way, and you haven't used these, is just look up skin cubes on Pinterest and you'll find them. Very odd things, but they're very helpful. Alright, let's see. I can't wait to one of the games that I really want to stream on the capture card that I'm getting, by the way, is Tomodachi Life. I think I'm gonna make so many goofy Miis, and we're just gonna check on them now and then. We're gonna have streams like periodically, like checking on them all. Goofy creatures. And if anybody wants me to make them in the game, I could do that. That would be fun. The only thing is with my Mii, when I'm gonna be making my Mii, I'm gonna need to give it the annoying, like, Mii hair dye that kind of washes off whenever the Mii asks for a bath. So, I'm gonna have to do that to make my hair this color. It's okay, though. I love the game. I love that game so much. Alright, we're gonna think about our shapes here. Did I grab the right color? Yeah, I did. Sorry. They just look different depending on context, and that still is kind of jarring. Still is kind of jarring to me. Okay, so that would be... I'm gonna just kind of map it out and see what happens. Wait, what layer am I on? Uh-huh, I'm on the wrong layer. Of course I am. Here, we're gonna name this layer. We're gonna say, like... Oh, I put two T's on accident. We're gonna just put overline art. I made a word. I made a new word. Alright, let's see. And then this one... This is the one that I want to be on. And I'm gonna name it... Skin shade. Weird layer names. Just something brief that I can kind of just take a look at every now and then. So now we're on the right layer. My bad. I kind of keep in mind the shapes when I do this. And kind of do it on my own without too many references, so that we're not spending all day digging for those. Does that look right? That bottom part looks a little iffy. I'm gonna try doing this instead. And erasing a little bit. That's too curvy. What does it look like without that? Meh, simple shapes kind of there. kind of a pain judging where the light's gonna kind of hit sometimes. You gotta just kind of imagine it to the best of your ability. Sometimes I get a little too overzealous with it too, and then it looks unrealistic. That's my problem, anyways. Just want to get the basic stuff down. It is like a janky little chibi hand, so I shouldn't be paying too much attention to it. But I would like it to look halfway decent. Let's see, what does it look like from a distance? And that would be darker. Like, it's darker on this side, the light's coming from this side, so you would want more. Let me see what I could do actually. Can I do that? Can I blend it a bit more? I'm just seeing what it would look like blended. You just kind of figure out things as you go. Let's see, what are we looking at here now? It's starting to look kind of normal. Starting to. I mean, that kind of looks like a finger now. Gotta erase some of the line art layer too for this to work. Just a little bit. Maybe I'll color it to a bit of a different color, like still a dark color. That's still close enough. Let me see, I'm gonna snatch this and make it a little darker. Just a little bit, and then maybe it'll make a difference. What about this one? Let's try. A little too light. See, gotta balance it. That looks a bit better. I like that. I like that, I think. And the darker stuff is just kind of kept darker. I would say maybe this one. Change it a little bit, but then some dark spots. Dark spots are fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think the skin layer was a little dubious. Or maybe it was the... This might be the block layer doing it. Not really sure where that's coming from. It's not turning off with that one. So it must be this one. Yep, this layer. Again, I do that sometimes, my bad. Alright, I think that looks like enough like a hand. And we're not done it, obviously. We're not done with it. But I think I'm not gonna change anything major. I think if anything I just kinda add like a little bit of a thing here. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to this. It's not too much of a big deal. Just quick stuff. Oops. So we got stuff above. I'll just add it above. Is anybody else drawing in chat while I'm drawing? I know some of you guys do. I like drawing with people. It's fun. I think this one could be a bit darker underneath. I bet you with this music some people are probably falling asleep. My bad. But I like it. It's good music. I mean, this particular one anyway. The other one, little meh. I'm back, and my dad just got me and my mom some crabs. Nice! I love crabs. I played mainly Animal Crossing, but to be honest, you make me want to draw. Go ahead and draw, it's fun. I love drawing. We're gonna draw. We're gonna draw together. Yeah, it looks a little weird with the light coming from there. I think it was fine before. Again, really janky hand, I know. I'm doing my best. I'm not gonna put too much effort into a hand. A chibi hand, I should say. I would put a lot of effort into a standard hand, I think, depending on the situation, depending on what's the focal point of everything, and blah blah blah. But, this is a chibi hand, so not as big of a priority, not as big of a deal. I think I want to put a little guy here. Why not? I'm winging it at this point. Meh. Doesn't need it. Maybe it'll be okay. I have no idea. Probably needs to be a bit darker in some spots. Probably more like... no, because it's... a lot of it's in the light. I'm trying to think of how this would work. I made it very boxy, I know, but we'll fix it. Basic shapes and stuff first. Light's coming from that way, so... Playing Marvel right now. Nice! Hope you're having fun. Again, sorry for the periods of dead air. I'm still having a pretty good time. I'm just, like, figuring out certain things. I think for now I could always come back to it. That looks good enough for me. And then now we're gonna look at ears. I think I'm gonna go onto the line art layer and then like unlock it and then do some line art stuff with the ear just so I get a better idea of what the heck I'm doing with that. How far are we into the little music thingy? Oh wow, already a good bit. It feels like I turned that on not too long ago, but The stream's already been, oh wow, almost 3 hours. I've been having a pretty good time. Been having a pretty good time streaming. Finding a lot of cool stuff on Pinterest as I'm looking at references. I was actually, see, I'm seeing like dolls on here, and the thing is that I noticed with you know, kind of drawing and getting references and everything, when people take pictures of their dolls, it really makes for some nice references sometimes, you know, obviously because it's the closest you can have to, like, I mean, other than, like, certain other things, it's the closest you can have to, like, somebody with an anime model being in an actual real-life 3D plane, you know what I mean? So I really like saving doll references, because it really makes stylized but kind of painterly, leaning more realistic with the shading stuff kind of easier. So if you guys ever consider kind of doing that sort of style, and you need really good references, I recommend looking at people's pictures of their dolls, like primarily like stuff like, you know, have you ever seen like a Dolphy Dream doll? Kind of like stuff like that. They actually make surprisingly really good references. And then if you're rich enough to own one, just like take it and like take pictures of it. That's what I kind of want to eventually do, is get like a nice like Dolphy Dream to reference, and then maybe like stage a little area for it, and then use that as a reference for what specifically I'm doing. But meanwhile, you know, I'm looking at pictures of dolls on Pinterest and kind of like shading how they're kind of looking, and it's honestly really helpful. I don't know if any other, like, I'm sorry, I don't know if any of you do that, because I know some of you guys, again, in chat draw, but that's advice to consider if you ever want to do something like that. I was thinking, by the way, I was looking I was looking at Dolphy Dreams earlier, and I honestly eventually like really want one. Like, I think I would reference a lot of art stuff with that. I don't really know how to put it, because, you know, I just kind of told you guys. I already told you guys like what I think I would do with that. So yeah, maybe eventually I'll get a Dolphy. They're very cool dolls. I'm not like too much of like, I'm not as big into dolls as other people have been. Like, I don't know as much as a lot of people do in, like, say, like, I mean, there's like an entire doll community. I have no idea what I'm doing compared to those people. But there are a couple really good options, honestly. I know that people really like Dolphy Dreams. But I know that people also like, what was it? The Smart Dolls. And I was really sad because I didn't know this existed until it was too late. I really like, I think I've told you guys before, I really like Code Geass. And I learned that at some point Smart Doll released a Lelouch, like, Smart Doll. And they had already released it, like, I think 3 times before I learned about its existence. And I wish I were there to get that, because I don't think they're releasing it ever again. I think eventually what I want to do is maybe commission somebody really talented to do a face-up of a Dolphy Dream, and then, like, get one of his outfits made and whatnot, and just kind of, like, you know, that way I'd have, like, a, like, I don't even have any Code Geass. I don't have any Code Geass merch, and I really want some, and I think that would be really cool. That'd be really cool to have. I just recently used anime figures as a pose reference because they do dynamic poses. It's really helpful. Yeah, there are some things specifically designed and sold for that too. It's really nice. I use mainly 3D models for posting. I've found some pretty good programs lately. Those are also really good. I think I think you said, I don't want to call you out or whatever. I hope I'm not. But I think you said you use Clip Studio, which is what I'm using right now, and I use the 3D models on this thing. But if the stuff on the software that you're using is better, I think I would like to give that a try, because while I like the Clip 3D models, there's like a little air of like, there's like, they're kind of limited, and there's like a little air of jankiness to them. I can live with it, but if you I guess somehow found a better program for that, I'd love to see it. If you wanna send that to me at whatever point, I would really appreciate it. I've been kind of looking for good references and stuff. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad you found something that's good for 3D programs. Or sorry, 3D model programs. That's just a I don't know. I don't even know how to put it. I'm like paying attention to multiple things at once. So if I word something a little strange, you know, my apologies. The other thing too is I noticed about this drawing stream is I kind of go into spurts of talking and then spurts of drawing, and then sometimes I do both. It's just been kind of going in turns. But overall, I've been having a lot of fun doing this, and I would definitely do these drawing streams a lot more often. Oh, this song is so goofy. I love it. Like I know we've heard it before, but it's really nice. I like it. I like this song. I'm trying to look at ear references, but I'm trying to stylize them so that they match this chibi sufficiently. Oh, that's a really good one. I found something pretty good. I just don't know if I will do it good enough. Oh yeah, I could send my entire list of helpful art resources in the Discord server. That would be really nice, and I think you know what I'll do before you do that? Cause I have you mod too. I'm just thinking to help other artists in the server and other artists that might join the server and everything else. I think to kind of help them out, a good idea might be we can make a resources. We can make a resources category and we can make it so that mods only posted it and then people can submit their suggestions and then we'll put it in the resources category. Maybe. I think that would be really nice. And maybe I can think of ways to kind of organize it. I think that'd be helpful for people because there's a lot of artists that come into the server and everything, and I think they might be appreciative of that. So that's a really good idea. I might set that up. I might set that up actually when I'm done streaming for tonight. Like I'll make a chat for that, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I think that would be nice. Alright, so let's do the skin shading stuff again. It's nice to also have found some music that's kind of like similar to the Animal Crossing music I really like. That's so cool. Very nice stuff. I think this is my favorite royalty-free music thing so far. I think it's cute. I really don't know if I'm doing this right. Alright, so let's see if we're doing this right. Oh, I think actually I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. Some stuff, you know, it kind of looks buns when you start it out, right? And then once you really get into it and once you start really detailing it, it looks a lot better. So let's see. We kind of want this over here. Like everybody says, trust the process and stuff. It's one of those trust the process moments, I'd say. Let's see. Like it to some degree, it still kind of looks like buns, but it's looking like an ear. You know, it's starting to look like an ear. Because you want to get the darker parts of the ear. I kind of want to make this a little more red. I kind of want to also, just real quick, I want to see if I can... no reason to do that actually. Let's see...
Yeah, it's starting to look like an ear still. I'm happy with that. Dude, I think I learned how to draw ears from when I tried to recreate the gorilla style. I mean, that is a very... If there's gonna be ears that are exaggerated, that's the style. Does everybody have, like, a gorilla's phase? I mean, I don't think I necessarily had, like, a big one. I was pretty into gorillas for a bit. But I know that some people, you know, when they're younger, they're really into gorillas. Like, they're really into the gorillas fan base. I never really had one of those. I think that was, like, more so Vocaloid for me. But I knew a couple friends who were, like, huge into gorillas for a bit. I feel like for certain... I feel like for a lot of artists, in, like, a certain age range, it's like a... It's like a rite of passage. I think it literally gets a lot of people into art to begin with. A lot of Gorillaz fans out there. Looks really good. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's getting there slowly, I think. See what it looks like from a distance. It's getting there. It looks kind of candy, actually, the way I... It's because that's not shaded. It'll look better. It'll look better, I think. I was the crazy Gorillaz fan. I was obsessed with the lore, especially anything dealing with Noodle. Noodle's awesome, though. I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. I think in recent years, they've kind of, like... They're kind of, like, dying off, you know, but... I liked their stuff for a bit. Some of their songs I still listen to here and there. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. Didn't mean to hit the Skin Cubes thing again. Alright, let's see. We want a dark line for some of this. Make it actually look, again, more like an ear. This needs to be more bendy. And then we want to shade the, oh, I'm gonna select that. Actually, I'm gonna select tool that. There we go, not so bad. Oops. Let's see, what does that look like overall? I think I made that actually too detailed for a chibi. And that it looks a little too much. I think I did too much. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to, like, kind of blur it. Gorilla's hot take. They need to stop retconning lore. They just did that so much in the Humans era, and it just made things confusing. Yeah, I heard about that. They shouldn't have done that. I don't know why they did that. They had some pretty good lore. They had some really nice lore already. I was decently following it. That sucks. If it were something that were, like, kind of like Dom, or maybe in poor taste, then I would kind of understand, but that's not, I don't think that's what a lot of that was, to tell you the truth. I think we've talked about this personally, but I'm a little sad that Gorillaz and Studio Killers both kind of fell off a bit. Because I used to be decently into them a while back. Kind of sucks to see where Studio Killers especially sort of ended up.
Like, is Cyborg Noodle dead or not? Oh no. They changed that in particular? I wonder why they would do that. That's nuts. I don't think that's good there. Let me try this here. I mean, it looks enough like an ear. I can just always come back to it. Let me just like add like maybe like a little bit more blush to it, a little more color variation. Like blush up here. Maybe a little blue somewhere. Just a tiny bit. And then maybe a little bit of the ochre from earlier. But it's gotta be placed good. I didn't place that very good just now. Studio killers fall off is what hurts the most. Exactly. I messed that up, by the way. I don't know why I didn't select all of the ear. Let me like fix that real quick. Yeah, they really did like fall off after a bit. I mean, I know they tried to release a show and it just didn't people didn't really like it too much. And the plot was kind of weird, and I know that people were hoping to learn more about the actual characters and they just kind of didn't they kind of didn't do anything with them. So I was a little I watched the pilot for the Studio Killers cartoon, and it could have been a lot better. I mean, if people liked it, I mean, I guess I could see why, but I wasn't too big on it. I wasn't too big with the direction they took on stuff. Their music, though, Studio Killers' music, when they were still like frequently making music, and it wasn't just like, you know, they like over advertised the same single over and over again before they started doing that. When they did still frequently make music, it was really good. But now it's just kind of like, now their stuff is kind of like meh. It's kind of meh. It sucks. But, you know, as a band or a group continues forward, you know, you kind of run the risk of that. You know, eventually, you know, everybody gets old eventually. Everybody runs out of, my bad, my throat. Oh my goodness. You know, everybody's, oh, wow, my throat. I don't know why it started to do that. One sec. I don't know. I hate when that happens. Gosh, you're it's like you're listening to me like choke or something. There we go. So let's see. They changed so much dealing with Noodle for some reason. There was a post recently that shows they changed the book of Noodle. I don't know if it was a draft that somebody accidentally posted or what. All we needed from Studio Killers was an album. They could have done so much with an album. They could have accomplished everything that they wanted with an album. We haven't had an album since 2013. That's true. Again, they over-promoted that one single and thought that it would do good for them, and people were just not into it. You're right. Everybody gets old, ages 50 years instantly. Oh, sorry, I gave you the curse. I guess you're going to die now. Oh, I think I just noticed the silence. I just noticed the awkward silence with the music. I am so inept. Okay, let's... You're gonna hear me cycling through. Oh no, why did it put me here? Why did it put me here? Hang on, I'm gonna put more music on, and maybe not the same video that we were doing for streams.
There's like a... There we go, we'll do this one. We'll do this one. I'm learning. We'll get it like a playlist of like stream music that's cute. They milked Party like it's your birthday, only for them to sell it to a one-hit wonder. Exactly. That really sucked. But yeah, I think it really happens to anybody, and some kind of faster than others, you know. I mean, look at how many people, you know, back in the day, like, really liked Metallica. Like, they were the thing for a bit. They were the whole. They were pretty big for a while, you know. And now, you know, now that they're old, you know, they're obviously not doing as good. I think the sane anger snare kind of proves that point. You know, eventually you get old, and then you kind of lose it. That's what happens. I still think the Saint Anger Snare incident was incredibly funny. But you know it happens. Oh, that looks like buns. That looks like butt cheeks. I gotta fix this. We're gonna try erasing some of the line art, actually. Oh. Oh no, that didn't go so well. Gonna have to color over certain bits of it. Gonna have to color over certain bits of line art. Oops. There's this one band that I listen to while I'm drawing pretty frequently, and it's like it's really goofy. It's really goofy, but it gets the job done for me, you know? It's you know, like slam metal. I listen to I listen to a couple things, but the big one is Peeling Flesh. I listen to Peeling Flesh while I'm drawing sometimes. I obviously can't show it, because I feel like I would get copyright struck. Because YouTube is really bad with that. But if you look into it, you'd get the point. Oh yeah, let me look at the chat too. With Gorillaz, in my opinion, I feel like they fell off lore-wise, but their music is still pretty alright. They're still kicking. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of it I could take your... Like, I could take it or leave it. You showed me Peeling Flesh. Yeah, I love Peeling Flesh. I love Peeling Flesh so much. It's so goofy. Like, I've honestly been listening to them so much while drawing lately. It's good drawing music. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to tell you why it is. Like, I really can't tell you why. I just love drawing to it. All this time shading an ear, only for it to look kind of meh. Probably because some of the values in it are not dark enough. Like, I have to make the values a bit darker. We'll do it. We'll get it done.
I can always come back to it too if it becomes too tedious. It's not the worst looking thing in the world, but it could be a lot better. Let's see. Make this darker too. I wonder if every artist has specific locking in music. Mine is lo-fi, but if I'm feeling fancy, I play breakcore / jungle or even vaporwave. See, there's multiple genres I can listen to. It just really depends on my mood. Honestly. Like if I'm like really getting into drawing, then it's like stuff like slam metal and everything else. But you know, also other stuff does the job too, like you know, like a lot of Vocaloid producers and whatnot. And again, sometimes I listen to breakcore stuff too. That's also really good drawing music. There's a lot of stuff that's oddly really good drawing music that I should just make a playlist of and kind of show people. I think that would be fun. The other thing that I kind of wanted to do too, in terms of like, you know, sharing stuff kind of like in the Discord server and everything else, I think what I want to do still, I want to eventually play, I still want to eventually play Barnyard in the voice chat and just have people watching. We're going to be watching the Barnyard movie at some point. I told people that I would be doing that, and people have been asking me like, where are you going to play Barnyard? We'll have a Barnyard movie night, okay? It's coming, okay? Just be patient. Barnyard will happen. We will watch Barnyard. See, I know what this is. The values on this. Again, like the values on this, I made them kind of suck. Now I gotta fix them. Alright, does that look a bit better? That line there looks a little off. Otherwise, I think if I just blend this in more, I think I can finish up the ear for now, and then if it's annoying me more, I'll come back to it. But I think once everything else is kind of in place, the ear is not gonna look as, like, kind of out of place, you know? I've been focusing on this ear for so long. You guys gotta tell me to stop, like tell me lay off the ear, you know? Tell me to lay off the ear. See, even now I'm refusing to lay off the ear. We gotta get out of this ear purgatory. I spent so much time on it only for it to look... You know why it looks kind of buns? This needs to be shaded a bit more. Just a little bit. This whole area needs more shading. I completely forgot to kind of just do that. Okay, does it look good enough now? I really wonder if I should have made this smaller, like this specific part too. Let me see. Let me just experiment with it one more time, and then we'll get to the other stuff. Oh, I'm gonna grab all this and then see what's up. Oops, didn't mean to do that. If I made it like more like this, would it? Like obviously there's that big spot there, but if I made it more like that, would it be okay? I think maybe it's too wide. Maybe it's a little too wide. If I did it more angled down, like this. I know I'm changing stuff like kind of last minute. Perfectionism at its finest, same honestly. So let's like prototype this. Obviously it's gonna look janky because I'm gonna graft it together. I'm gonna graft this together and we're gonna see if that's what the issue is. If I graft it together and I zoom out, does that look better? No. No, I think it looks worse. I think I think having it like this will be okay. You know, the other thing too is chibi ears are kind of big, but this in particular would not look good this big. So I think maybe if we try thinning it out, like what if we did it more like, what if we did it more like this? And just pretend that there's pink there. Oh, I think that looks a little better. Go figure, that is what I messed up. Let me fix that real quick. Oops. We'll put stuff behind there in a second. My bad. Let's repair this. Let's do some surgery. Gonna do surgery on it. Take this. Oops. I'm such a goofball with this stuff, I swear. We're gonna fix her. I can fix her. Oh no! Get out of the way! Sorry, the window spazzed out. Alright, we're kind of repairing everything now. After I had just done surgery on it. Did surgery on everything. I'm eventually gonna erase those outlines too. Maybe put some outlines down now that I've done surgery on it. Let's see. Let's see, how does that look when I do that? I'm just testing. Slightly better. Slightly better. I don't know if it was worth it, but it'll look better again once I shade everything else. I don't know why I just bothered doing all that, but we did. So that's where I am now. Did a bit of a skin graft. I'd love to be able to do the eyes. I think I'm gonna do the eyes. I think I'm gonna do the eyes and then I'm gonna call it quits. I'm sorry we only got this much done. At least the skin looks nice. I'm always happy with that. Surgery on a Perto. True. Instead of surgery on a grape. Love that. Alright, we're gonna do the Teto eyes. I'm gonna look at a couple of references now. Love your style, thank you. I really appreciate that. Now we just gotta get these eyes done. I'm also gonna look at the particular way... I'm gonna look at the particular way that I did them for Burn. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. I know what I'm gonna be doing. I know what I'm gonna be doing. I know what I'm doing. I say as I proceed to mess everything up. We're gonna layer mask that on there. So I want to layer that... I could even just lasso tool this. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to. 2 squares. Or rectangles, rather. Get them in there. Make the stuff darker. I don't know why it's not doing anything. Probably because the opacity is low on this. Yep, exactly. Then...
Getting there. I think it could probably be a bit darker now. It's a bit better. Can obviously fix that up a bit. Alright, how's that looking? Yeah, a little bit more to that. Might even like just a little bit. And then, what was I looking at? I gotta look at her eyes again. Yeah. So we want... Do you ever look at the artworks you've done in the past and remember exactly what you were listening to at the time of when you were drawing it? When I look at the fan art I did of you, all I can think of is the amount of images I listened to at the time of drawing it. Oh yeah, I get you. Yeah, there are particular drawings where I remember what I was listening to, and in fact, one of them, because for some reason it worked really well that time, I was listening to Wesley Willis, and not just the one, not just Rock and Roll McDonald's, but also like stuff like I Whooped Batman's Ass. I love that song so much. It's a good song. To anybody who hasn't listened to it, I recommend it. It's peak. You gotta listen to I Whooped Batman's Ass. All of you. That's your homework for tonight. Hell yeah, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. It's just peak. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just peak. Best song ever. I'm gonna make this a bit thicker so it matches the other eye. It's peak. It's peak. I love that song so much. Alright, let's see. Gonna add a shiny to the eye, I think. Let's see. Is it gonna let me change the name of this layer? Help! I need to listen to more Wesley Willis. Like, everybody needs to listen to more Wesley Willis. I recommend it to everybody in this chat. Okay. I'm not sure I like how this... Actually, let me do this. Let me just move them down. There we go. Those look okay. Okay, that's starting to turn out. That's starting to turn out pretty okay. Trying to get this just right. And then once we finish the eyes, we'll be done with the stream. I'll have to stop it there, or else I'm gonna be doing this like all night. And then I'll forget to sleep, because sometimes that happens when I draw. Alright, so the light's coming from here. Obviously we want it coming more from... I think I need to blend that in actually a bit more. Like if I lasso it, and then just, or maybe I could just like gradually erase it too. Like I could just gradually erase.
but that doesn't do it. No, it's just the highlights layer. Of course I could do that. I think that looks okay. Real. Yeah, I do it all the time, and then people kind of worry about me. Like, people have to check in with me, and they're like, are you alive? And it's like, yeah, I just spent all night drawing again. So, chat, make sure to remember to check if I'm dead. Because I very well might be, because I might have drawn too much and forgotten to do anything. Just make sure I'm not dead every so often. I don't know why my stomach is making noises. I hope that we can't hear that on the microphone. That is so embarrassing. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere with this finally. Now we're gonna just do the whites of the eyes. And we should be okay for now. I don't know why it's last selecto. Oh my gosh, selecting every. See, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. It's the part of the stream where I lose my mind. It's like when a person with dementia sundowns. It's just when I get too deep into the stream, I start not functioning properly. They gotta pull me off the stream. Bro, nothing like coming out of pure hyperfocus feeling like a dried up worm because you were locked in all night and the sun is all the way out and you haven't drank water in hours. Dude, one time, you know, I looked down at my drawing tablet and started drawing, like, probably, like, at, like, 6 p.m. And then I look up and it's, like, 2 p.m. It was, like, I don't do that too much, like, that bad, but sometimes they gotta pull me off of it. Alright, let's see. How does that look? Pretty good. I think it could be a bit darker with that value. How does that look? Actually, kind of nice, but a little too much. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. $2 p.m., yeah. Yeah, I've done that before. I may not be functional. Not functional, I fear. I'm happy with these eyes so far, though. Let's see. Maybe something a bit more saturated here, though. That's my one criticism of my own stuff right now. And then, let's see. I think that might be okay. There we go. I think that looks okay. What do you guys think? With the eyes, I guess. I think the next time, obviously, we're gonna be doing... Maybe, I don't know if I'll finish this chibi by the next stream. Maybe I could stream art stuff more often. I think maybe an extra highlight on this eye would be okay. Let's see. Maybe that's a bit much. No, that's overkill. We'll keep it like that. I think I got a lot done this stream. I fell asleep. What happened? Oh, I was just talking about my bad drawing habits because as I said, there was this one time where I started at 6 p.m. and I was drawing, and then I looked up, and then it was 2 p.m. So, oh, it looks good. Thank you! I appreciate that. I will probably be drawing more on stream more often, because I think I had a fun time doing this. Especially because, again, I'll be streaming 3 days a week from now on, and then eventually, if I'm more comfortable, I'll be increasing that number, but not right now. Probably after I do the move that I plan on doing. Probably after that, I will stream more often. But yeah, I appreciate all of you coming. I think I'm gonna leave that there. So, let me, like, name this layer, actually, before I forget, because that would be bad. That would be bad. I think this is eye highlights. Sort of. Yeah, so anyways, I think I'm gonna be wrapping up everything. I got Teto's folder right here so I can, like, easily, you know, I don't have to, like, switch off all layers for Teto. But we got pretty far into Teto, and we finished Burn. So Burn's done. I just have to do Teto now. But once I get enough of these sort of like examples done, I will be opening commissions for these little chibi guys right here. Eyes is so shiny and crisp. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with these eyes on this one. I kind of just figured out my art style for eyes that I really like doing. But yeah, we got a lot done, and I'm glad that you guys all came in, and I hope that was like a decent stream for you guys. I know you guys said that it was relaxing. I think I'm pretty relaxed. I think I'm probably gonna go to bed soon. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this stream here. Good work, team. Yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you guys next weekend. Hopefully I can make like a little calendar for stream schedules instead, so that it's easier on everybody. Maybe I'll make like a little drawing to go with that too, because I like torturing myself. So, yeah, thank you guys. I'm going to go die now.